And now we are officially recording. Let's all say hi to our fans. There's
Tilly!
there's
Tilly,
Tilly.
hi! Yeah!
Then there's Tilly, and don't forget Tilly.
Okay, but is there Tilly?
Oh shit, I forgot about Tilly. Yeah,
we should
there is.
probably show this to more people if we want more people to like.
I don't know. I don't really care who watches or not. I won't lie.
This is for the girls.
Yeah, this is for the girl. Like, in all honesty, I'd feel bad if like not stopping you, but also like don't feel like I actively want more people to watch this.
Yeah, no, I'm not like saying I'm about to spread it everywhere. I might
nervous.
show one or two people though.
Yeah, like I'm nervous and I feel nervous.
You're fine, bestie.
I don't want people to notice the inconsistencies in my games. I say that, but we're only like 7 sessions in.
An absolute professional, doing this as a profession for
your
serious reasons.
Ooh,
might
it'd be me
mess
taking
something up now and again. It's completely unacceptable. Bitch, this is a dating sim with horror.
Don't tempt me on taking a third job.
Christ.
It's not like I'm working. So I'm working 8
like
hours.
60 hours.
Yeah, so I got 40 hours plus the 8 hours plus the other 8 hours. So 40, 48, 48 plus 8, what's that?
56.
Yeah, I'm gonna be working 56 hours this week.
I think you'd die.
I am going to die, but you know what? Cash money. Cash money.
Cash money.
Yeah. Also, next week we're doing the tea party, and I do want to have a little bit of extra spending money right after we paid all our bills.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because usually, when I pay all my bills, I don't, like, spend a lot. But with gas prices this high,
oh god,
I'm gonna have to spend a good chunk of money.
We're gonna be recording a podcast with someone next week.
Ew.
About Magic the Gathering.
Ew.
I have no idea anything about, like, the podcast is like centered on like one specific type of unit. I have no idea anything about it except for the fact I drew it for a commission, and my friend has specifically been like, yeah, don't look up anything. I don't care if you look up anything. I don't need you to know the lore. I want you to come in uninformed.
Oh my god, that's funny.
So I'm just gonna join and complain about how hard they were to draw.
That's even better, honestly. Like, slay. Hard slay.
Hard slay.
Hard slay. But yeah, we do be out here. Let me move a few tabs around so then we'll be ready. I don't need anybody to see my AFK arena account on me. I promise you guys, I literally I can't play this because I'll be DMing and I'll be so fucking busy, but it is just in the background. Always know that it is in the background, and I'm staring at a pretty little man who keeps his bone snake around.
It's your Minecraft parkour
the
background of DMing to keep your fucking
You'd be surprised, but like honestly, that has helped me.
That's the problem. It does genuinely help a good amount of people, but it also fucks up other people.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's ADHD core, besties.
Mm-hmm.
It literally is just ADHD core to max. But, yeah. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
I'm ready to go whenever you guys are. Okay.
Let's rock.
Let me see, I'm gonna use this one. No. Hold on. I say I'm ready and then I'm like, I need perfect mood music actually. Yeah, sure, I'll take this. I don't fucking care. Alright. Let me pull up our thing and I'll get us ready. Once upon a time, the perfect heroine, the wise sage, and the false princess had found that time had begun to fly by after Annette's transformation. The three were forced to adapt to their new way of life, with taking some with some taking it better in stride than others. The perfect heroine finds herself invested and consumed by the mysteries of the school. Unable to leave quite yet, she relies on her newly discovered tools and gathers help to understand and develop it. While the archivist, unaware that she has it, he is open to helping her in her development to understand and create a new laptop. The wise sage is left shaken after his encounter in the woods. He has resolved to make money in ways he can to find a way out of the school and escape from the life, so he does not have to worry about monsters in the woods. However, he may find those monsters closer than he expected, as his childhood toy begins to crave more and more blood, and he is forced to recognize that when he could not provide the blood himself, what then? As for the false princess, she had decided that she would continue to love the life she was given. Trying her best to sever the emotions that she had for the missing Annette, the princess decided to take up a small job at the library, with her fiancé, Thiessen, checking in on her and visiting her once a while. A month passes, and this is the life our characters had until one day when Aster had tried to give them a test on the pack magic they had been learning. Thiessen had come in and cut their lesson short. He had made a decision for the party. He would teach them how to fight, recognizing that the woods would try to pull them in now that they had caught its attention. The three would need to understand some combat prowess to keep themselves falling for its tricks or worse. Some were more responsive to this than others. After one messy battle, the wise sage had to step out to feed his childhood toy, and was accompanied by the perfect heroine, though at the sight of blood she fainted, and the combat lesson was cut short. The other three brought her to the infirmary, where they met the emotional bat nurse Bibi and the rather bored tiefling doctor who did not give his name. As the day settled, the heroine felt good enough to walk home. The party was greeted by Summer, her fiancé, who had buried her face in a large bouquet of flowers after seeing her help to the infirmary. He had waited an ungodly amount of time, but made up as he forced himself into their dorm, and as the day ends, a new one begins, and with that comes new opportunities, particularly one that comes in a small offer for a job. So, you guys begin to start your new day anew, and let me play this. You have a school bell now, guys. You guys have a school bell. But you guys had basically begun your day anew. You guys have went back to your classes as you usually do, and you find that you are settling back into this routine. Regardless of Thiessen's insistence to teach you guys combat, that does not change the fact that you all will have to still go to classes. Specifically you, Darian, as you find that you had been working more and more with Diana, one of the twins, and Annette's sister, who you had found sharing a tailoring class with. You had basically begun to kind of get to know her well enough that you can maybe consider her an acquaintance, not so much a friend, but it's a start. And as we begin on that, Darian, for a general reference, roll me a tailoring skill check.
Alright, tailoring skill check. What modifiers will I be putting on that, if any?
That
Just
is
level?
a good question. I believe you have a novice tailoring skill, so now, let's see. Novice tailoring knowledge. Yep. Let's just do a general intelligence check for you.
Alright,
Yeah, plus level.
Intelligence, so +1 plus my level, so that is a +3.
Yes. Okay, 13. You've actually been taking on this tailoring thing pretty well. I wouldn't say that you're absolutely an expert at it, but you've definitely kind of like taken to it pretty well. And despite how like cold and like honestly a little bit pompous Diana is, she does make for a good teacher. And as she's worked with you, because you two have like basically partnered up against your will to do various projects together, she has kind of like forced you to work so you don't like fall behind and she'd have to be forced to pick up your slack. So it helps in that regard. She swears up and down. Again, it is just because she does not want to pick up after you. But regardless, it's a new skill, and it's a general skill that, like, even though you have not used it in your past life, it's not a skill that, like, revolves around magic, so you actually can be able to adapt to it pretty well. I would say, with that, you two are kind of working on an outfit together. And once again, she has, like, this weird thing for always using you for, like, measurements. And when there's, like, mannequins there to, like, test out the garments, she's like, little Chester boy, put on this dress. And you're just kind of forced to deal with it. To be fair, it's, like, very regular for students to put on the garments that they're testing out and then having their partners, like, check and, like, fasten it to their body or make adjustments. So it's not, like, uncommon. It's just... she's very assertive, and what are you
Darian
gonna...
is not good at saying no to people.
Yeah,
right
I was
now.
about to say, I'm like, what are you gonna do? Say no to her? Good luck with that, man. So you were kind of stuck putting on this weird flowy dress that is way too big for you, so she is kind of pinning it up, making adjustments where she sees fit. She has poked you less and less, which is good. That must mean it is an improvement. That must mean that you are actually, like, she actually doesn't actively hate you. Maybe. I don't know.
She hates me less!
Yeah! You've graduated from physical harm. Wow.
I take what I can get.
I know you can.
We take those.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a W.
We take those.
Okay. Yeah. But regardless... you guys are working together, and as the class continues, she actually says something to you for once. For the most part, she usually is very stoic and very quiet towards you, only really talking to you when she needs to give you instructions or critiques, or criticisms, or faintly insulting you, but that's regardless. But this time, she's not insulting you. And... as you are stuck, generally T-posing, as she is making adjustments to the garments you two are making, she speaks up and she goes, I heard that you were looking for tailoring jobs. She says this almost as if she was, like, being condescending to you, but you know that she's not insulting you. She just always sounds like she's insulting you.
I am. Yes, ow.
Stay still.
I'm trying. I'm always on the lookout for just odd jobs here and there to keep myself busy.
You haven't found any, had you?
No.
I had a
But
feeling.
Diana, I haven't.
I had a feeling who would want to have a job, or who would want to rely on someone who failed such a simple test that they were literally bred and made for. So I wouldn't be surprised that not many students around here find you reliable, I guess.
Well, it wasn't a tailoring test, so I thought that they might give me a try.
Well, you're in luck. I have a friend who wants to give you a try.
Oh?
She's rather
what-
poor and she doesn't have many options.
Okay. It gotta start somewhere, I guess.
Yeah, it's a simple one. From what I'm aware, she just needs a dress fixed, maybe a little bit tailored, maybe something loosened. I'm not sure. I've just heard around that she was looking for someone to help fix her dress, and I thought that instead of going to an actual tailor, going to someone who knows their stuff, an actual professor, she could settle for you.
I'm honored for your glowing recommendation, really.
Do you want the job or not?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
I would appreciate it.
Yes. All right. That's good. She fishes something out, and she goes somewhere. She takes something out and scribbles it on a notepad, and shoves it back in her pocket and goes, all right, I'll send this to the nearest carrier pigeon, and then you should get a message shortly after.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, she should be able to find your dorm room, so I would recommend looking out for that. That, or she'll find you herself. Regardless, she's rather handy. You don't have to worry about it. She'll find you one way or another.
That... I don't know if that sounds very good. When you say she'll find me...
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to expect her to just be in my dorm room one of these days? She will knock, right?
Diana, pauses for a moment and thinks. And then she continues to think.
She will knock, right? I have roommates. I can't just have someone break into my dorm.
She won't break into your dorm. You're being facetious. But... let me think. And she, continues to think before she finally settles. No, she wouldn't break into your door. No.
I was saying dorm and you said door.
Yes.
I feel like that is a distinction.
She will not break into your door. I've already decided to give you the job, so I just suggest you not worry about it now.
My windows are very high up.
Yes, I know. And you worry about things constantly, goodness.
There's a lot to worry about.
Like what?
There's a lot of strange people around.
Like you? Trust me, you're a weirdo enough. No one wants to stalk you.
Oh, if that were true. I admire your confidence.
She looks you up and down, and she just goes, no, I take that back. Some people find clowns entertaining, so...
I'm going to take that as a compliment. I know you didn't mean it as such, but I'm going to take it as one.
That's what you always do. And she this is your dynamic. She insults you. She blatantly insults you. And then...
And I have to sit there or else I'll get stabbed.
Yeah, pretty much. During in between, classes and breaks, because you guys do get breaks, you do notice that there is a carrier pigeon at one of the class windows that come in and out, and there are a few students who give these various pigeons different kinds of messages. And you've noticed this before. Since there is no, long-range texting, you're assuming a lot of people just rely on carrier pigeons.
Worse methods.
Yeah, there are worse methods. But you do see that Diana kind of just, that note that she wrote in and put in her pocket, she actually hands off to one of the carrier pigeons. And it seems like you have officially accepted your first tailoring job. But you also do notice that she had also accepted a letter that one of the carrier pigeons had given her. And, hold on. Oh my goodness. But as she does so, you notice her, take the little note, looks at it, almost sneers at it a little bit, and then, puts the letter away.
Still stuck standing there?
Yeah, you have not moved. She has not allowed you to move like most other students.
We were allowed a 10-minute break during class and she didn't even fucking unpin me.
No, she did not. Most students have also, undone their garb. She did not do that. So you can walk around with this giant floofy-ass dress that is still too big for you.
I would like to collect my skirts a bit so they don't drag.
Okay. Smart.
And I would like to sit down.
Yeah, you sit down on one of the nearest tables, one of the nearest desks, which, again, you're close to Diana, regardless. That's how she just grabbed you and decided you'd be her partner.
Bit of a distasteful message that you guys got?
She looks at you and just, sighs. You know how, kids were and like whine, like pout and move their body a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, she basically pout in front of you. As if like how like, oh, you're annoying me some more. Alright, fine. She just kinda goes, don't worry about it. I'm just waiting for a response from my sister. She left to travel back home, and I haven't had a response from her yet. So, I'm assuming she either got her heart broken or something of the sort, or she's being a sore sport and just doesn't want to write to me.
Oh. I'm sure she's just busy. You know how she is. She gets caught up in things.
She gets caught up in her attitude, that's what it is. You'd think she would write more consistently, but she's always had this issue with not being able to follow up on letters, so I should have known. I knew that when she told me that she wanted to go back home for the season, for the semester, I thought that maybe, she would actually follow through with something, but no. She's just completely, almost as if she's just, poof, disappeared. But fine, I understand.
She told you?
Yes.
She was going home?
Yes, of course. Why wouldn't she? She's my sister.
Of course. Sorry, that does sound ridiculous when I say it like that. It just seemed to come out of nowhere for, a lot of us.
It did.
She seemed very happy here.
She was... she, like, makes a little bit of a face. She enjoyed being here more than she enjoyed studying here, I won't lie. In all honesty, she fell behind on many magic save for few. And, well, we both don't excel in many things, arguably. But her especially, she struggled. But she wanted to stay specifically for a Lady Adalia. But I don't know, maybe the two had a fight or something, I don't know. I know that she's always been antsy for her attention, and I am too, but, well, now she's completely just left. So I guess she's trying to, I don't know, have some you time? Maybe she just decided to say fuck it and just go, I don't know, I'll grab a husband instead. You know, how girls are with that kind of thing.
Sure. Yeah,
Your mind flashes back to the show, dog. Like, you're forced to, like, re-traumatize yourself. Oh, yeah, that's her you time, alright.
She was definitely very, very close with Adalia. She would, she's pushed me out of a lot of chairs to, take spots
Yes, that
next to
sounds like
Adalia.
her.
Daily occurrence.
Yes, that sounds like her, yes.
I tried sitting other places. We would be at a table with, like, open chairs on the other side. No, she would still just... You know how she was better than anyone.
Yes, I do.
I'm sure that if they had some sort of disagreement, that it could be resolved... Well, I'm sure she's fine.
She, like, gives you a weird look and just goes, yes. You're being weirder than usual. You're also sweating a lot.
It's part of a new act that I am,
You're wearing a
being
mask
taught.
and you sound like you're about to cry. Are you sure that's an act?
I can't take off the mask. It doesn't come off. That's
Yes.
just kind of how my face is built now.
Yes, and even when you do wear the mask, you look like you're about to cry.
My face might just be like that. Have you considered that my
I
face
saw-
just
I
might
saw
look
you
like
a
this?
semester ago, and you seem to be more regal, more about yourself, more confident even.
Well, as everyone very much likes to remind me, I royally fucked up and got set on fire in
You
front of
did.
everyone.
You did royally fuck up and get set on fire. That is indeed true, and no one will let you live that down.
Especially not you.
Oh, of course not. She just, like, laughs as if she finds that so entertaining.
Just directly to my fucking
Yes,
face.
literally. But hey, she was a somber moon a minute ago. Look at her. You cheered her up. You're doing these
It's working. My clown lessons are working.
Your clown lessons are indeed working. But as you two talk, once again, you hear it. Beep, 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 beep.
Is there any way that I could, like, get out of this for a minute?
Why? We only have around 3 minutes left to our break. You might as well keep it on. Beep, beep.
I have to use the bathroom.
Then pull your skirt up.
That's not something I'm as familiar with.
You'll learn.
I would hate to ruin it.
It takes you like 3 minutes to take it off, but you manage. She doesn't say no.
Sure.
Every time, like, here's the thing. She doesn't say you can take it off, but she doesn't stop you from taking it off.
She's going to stab me extra when she puts it back on. I just know it.
She never said it. Don't worry about it.
God. I very carefully, with all of my tailoring knowledge, managed to put it on the mannequin we're supposed to be using.
Yeah,
Just, pardon me for just 1 minute. I'll be back fast as I can, I promise. I would like to duck into the hallway, and is there anyone around?
No. Luckily, since break time's almost over, everybody's returning to their classes.
Alright, gonna do my usual, pull up my sleeve, grab one of my little tailoring needles, quick poke type deal.
Okay, yeah. You do that. And how can I say? Roll me an insight check on your Tamagotchi.
Wisdom or intelligence?
Wisdom.
Alright, that is a +2 plus level, so +4. 20.
Okay, a 20. You actually read it pretty well, surprisingly. For a bunch of pixels, you manage. Okay.
We got a bond. I know him very, very well.
Maybe you don't want to, because,
no.
as you kind of realize, you took it out, just before you left class. No one was looking at you. But the way Kuchipachi was looking, it was looking in Diana's direction.
Oh no.
And you feed it blood. It takes the blood. It is still hungry, and no matter where you tilt it, it is always looking in Diana's direction.
Hey, buddy. Buddy, I don't...
Beep, beep. Beep, beep.
I fed you, buddy. I don't have time to play a game right now. I have to get back to class.
Beep, beep. Beep, beep.
Does it have to be human? Does it have to be mine?
You're finding out it doesn't have to be yours.
I think I end up just, like, staring at Diana for, like, a long moment, like, through the door.
Yeah. She doesn't really notice, unless you're trying to get her attention.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
I look back at the Tamagotchi and, like... I raised you better than this. I raised you to be much better than this. I don't know... You've never done this before. I don't like the vibes of it. I'm gonna be real with you. Live Kuchipachi reaction.
Live Kuchipachi reaction, man. You say that, and literally, like, forebodingly, it does turn to you and just stares.
Look, I know. Don't give me that attitude. Look, I'm trying my best here. I'm giving you what I can. I can't exactly, like, I bleed myself dry right now. God, you're still staring.
Yeah. Bro is not stop staring. Give me a general charisma check. See if you can convince your Tamagotchi.
8.
Oh! Beep beep. Beep beep.
I can't do that. I can't just ask her to do that. That's not, like, a thing people do. It's already... People probably wouldn't be okay with me doing it. You saw what happened when, someone else saw.
You watch as it turns and sits in the corner, and you can just tell it's pouting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Look, I don't want you to be hungry and upset. I can't ask anyone else to feed you. I have to be the one that feeds you.
It looks at you, and it just stares. It doesn't say anything. But when you say, I have to be the one to feed you, it almost looks at you. And you both know that's not true.
I'll feed you again later. I have class.
It stops, actually, for a while.
God damn.
Yeah. Coochie Pachi will remember this.
God. Alright, I shove him back in my pocket and, I'd like to say I start, like, carrying band-aids on me at this point.
Oh, super. Like, you also took that, gauze from, the doctor, so you can easily patch yourself up with any band-aids or gauze that I'm assuming you keep on your person at all times.
Yeah, I've just started keeping them now.
Yeah.
So I patch myself up and I hurry back in to get back in the, dress before Diana fucking mauls me.
Yeah, probably. That's probably a good idea for you. Yeah.
I'm already still gonna get, like, stabbed.
Oh, super. And, like, as, like, class continues to go on, yes, you do get stabbed. But surprisingly, weirdly enough, you expected it to be more. She doesn't. It's the normal amount of stabbing, if not a little bit less.
We take those.
Yeah, it seems like what you said to her did kind of, like, cheer her up.
Well, at least I'm doing well in clown school.
You are doing well in clown school, and it seems to show. And as that class begins to end, you guys put away all your materials, and you put away this dress that you're working on safely away for it to be worked on another time. And you have a little bit of time. I'm assuming, like, when you have, like, as time goes on, you go through all your classes, and when you go back to your dorm, you're just kind of left wondering just how that person, whoever they may be, will get to you. And as you kind of get into your dorm, you see the other two actually there for lunch, actually, because you guys all can either eat in the room or in the cafeteria for lunch. But you guys all meet up for lunch, and Phoebe, Adalia, you guys are there as Darian was the last one to enter. Lucilia has already given you guys your food. And Darian, without worrying too much, you kind of settle in for the day. You check your Tamagotchi once, and it is staring at you.
Like, okay, I like to think like, I walked in, we're all, like, saying hi, and we're all, like, sitting down for lunch, and, like, as usual, I just pull out the Tamagotchi, and you guys watch as I just, like, make eye contact with it, and then just very slowly put it down on the table and slide it a little bit farther away from me.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a father and his son had a disagreement.
You know how kids are.
They grow up so fast.
Too fast.
Too fast even. Yeah, that is very true. But you three are all eating, and in the back of your mind, you had wondered how this client would get to you. But as you ate and kind of like as you ate and kind of like relaxed a little bit, you didn't really worry too much. Now that you all are here, worst case scenario, they can come in and ask like where you are or whatever client tailoring details want. You're actually not really sure. But as you do that, how do I want to do this? I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
God.
Okay.
Okay.
Fantastic. She is breaking into our door.
So Dex modifier is 1.
Yeah, plus level.
2.
Advanced.
Whoa. All right.
I am
Darian.
dodging the fuck out of whatever this is.
Oh wow.
Wait, it is
Dexterity.
plus your level.
Yes, plus level.
Okay.
Boop boop.
8.
Ooh.
10.
10. All right.
It's because Darian knew it was coming and we didn't.
Yeah, Darian didn't tell y'all, which, like, what is he supposed to tell y'all? Darian, it was always in the back of your mind. It wasn't, if this client would come, but when. And, oh boy, did it come. As you guys immediately, Lucilia had opened one of the windows for you, which is very common for you guys to get, like, sunlight and whatnot, while you eat lunches. And you immediately hear this flapping wings as immediately a pigeon flows through and rapidly begins to like fall on the table and then like flutters around. Darian, you have managed just in time. Blair and Idalia, the pigeon like hit y'all a few times as it flopped around helplessly, clutching a little message in its talons. And Darian, you watch as this rather fat pigeon is like flapping around, like constantly, crazily, actually.
Oh god. Hey, hold on. Not in our lunches, please.
Wait, why are you talking to it? Get rid of this thing.
Because it came in. Hold on. Can I pick the pigeon up?
Yeah.
And help like set it on its feet?
Yeah, you can.
Properly.
Yeah, super.
Here, I think it might be for me.
You find that yes, it is for you, as the letter is addressed to Darian.
I'm sorry. I was expecting a call.
Hold on, this is a weird call.
Hold on, I gotta take this.
Yeah, you two are just watching flabbergasted as this goddamn man has to pick up a whole ass pigeon and take a note. And once you take the note, it just flies out. Like it knew how to fucking walk on its 2 goddamn feet this entire time. It just flies out normally.
Oh.
That thing was targeting us.
I think it might be. I might have a tailoring job. So that might be this.
Oh, slow.
Yeah.
It's like,
Congratulations.
Thanks. One of your friends, Diana, helped get it for me.
Oh, yeah, how's she doing?
Her sister hasn't written her back, and she's
Imagine.
upset. She is under the impression that, Annette told her she was going home before she, left to definitely go home.
Goodness, well, I'm sure she's just been distracted.
Yeah, definitely just been too busy to write. That's definitely it.
Yeah. Sure. That's
She's just as unpleasant as usual, but I'm getting used to it.
Well, it's good to hear. Are you dodging the pins better?
No, I'm not allowed to move. She's being less aggressive with them. I think I am getting a better grade in mannequin. So, the pins are not as bad as they used to be.
good graded mannequin.
She might even tolerate me now. I think we are at the tolerating stage.
You are not getting a good graded mannequin. It's a barely passing graded mannequin. Come on, man. Back it up a little bit.
Let me be proud of myself.
There's a long way to go.
God.
No, super. But yeah, weirdly enough, the letter, as you open it up, it doesn't really say anything. It has very feminine handwriting, so it's not like it's like written blood or clipped out newspaper clippings, but
This is an upgrade from my last letter.
yeah, big upgrades.
Let's see if it tells me to die in a ditch this time.
No, weirdly enough, it just has a dorm room number and just says meet when you can.
I believe this will be my tailoring job. Do either of you know whose room this is?
It shows you, and the number does not seem recognizable to either of y'all.
Ooh, then I just shake my head no.
I don't recognize it. That's a weird meeting time, though. Is she just gonna be there all day?
I think she might just be there all day.
Very sad. All right then.
Oh,
I
she
mean-
doesn't have friends. Unfortunate.
I don't think Darian can talk on that, so.
No, you cannot. How many
Oh,
friends
well.
do you have?
Well, I got my dorm mates. So I got at least 2.
They don't count.
Diana's tolerating me now.
I don't think she'd consider you a friend, but okay.
Professor Jingles says I'm a pleasure to have in class.
He would like a strictly professional relationship with you. Thank you.
Yeah, it is very professional, and then he talks about his hot wife.
Oh, he talks about his hot wife a lot.
Professionally. That guy in the forest thinks I'm just swell.
I don't know if you'd say that.
I don't... See, that's the thing. I don't want to know what he's actually saying about me, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think you want to know either. Anyways.
God. I guess I know where I'm going after lunch then.
Yeah.
Or like after classes or whenever I have a long enough break.
Luckily you do. But as that happens, I would like to say, as you get your funny little, as you get your funny little thing, your little message, there is a knock at the door, as Lucilia, has stepped out and goes, "There are guests here that would like to see you." And she looks at you, Adalia, and looks at you, Phoebe.
Yay!
They are very
Can we have their names?
They're your fiancés.
Oh goody, so excited. Yay.
Hey Phoebe, if we tie our sheets together, we might be able to reach the ground from here.
Oh really? I look out the window to see how long the distance is.
You'll need more than just your sheets.
Wait, I can fucking fly! Guys.
Hey, don't leave me here.
Okay, I could carry you.
I think we proved that you
believe you.
couldn't.
I've been combat training. I go to combat class. I can build up some muscle.
Okay, try carrying me inside of this room before we try flying.
Okay.
Are they just going to sit out? Do you need me to distract them, or?
Tell them we
Yes,
died.
Go jingle for them. Go jingle for them.
Okay, Hold on. Let me put my best cap back on.
Yeah, you Darian, you step out. You see that, like, Summer and Thiessen are both standing right behind Lucilia, and they heard the entire thing.
Afternoon, gentlemen.
Thiessen,
Can I be gripping the? Can I be gripping the walls like that one picture of the queen?
Like the what?
Let me see if we can find the
yeah,
picture.
what?
Where it's not actually
climbing
queen. Or is it? It's her climbing that shit. Here's the picture. This is me.
That's so you right now,
Out on,
bestie.
like, our dorm window.
Summer does not wait as he immediately just barges in and just goes, "Oh, Lady Phoebe, my love, what are you doing on the wall there?"
Well, I heard that you guys were coming and I just wasn't ready. Like, I needed more time. I feel so unprepared.
"Oh, that's quite alright. As your fiancé, I accept you in every form you're in, no matter how uncouth it is. Come now, come down from that wall."
With defeat, I, like, slide down and, like, look like a toddler that, like, just got their iPad taken away from them.
Oh, super. And, like, he goes, "Why don't we walk around before lunch ends, and then afterwards I can escort you to your class."
Okay.
Okay. He you know the one Chowder clip of Panini going, "Grab my hand now," and like Chowder grabs it and it's sizzling? That's what happens with you two. He grabs your hand and you could swear it doesn't, but like you could swear it's burning you as he drags you out and literally is like, "Look everyone, we're holding hands."
Oh, that poor girl.
Ooh.
Phoebe, you were being dragged away against your will. He's going to force you on a nice little date. Too bad.
I'm looking at the others in horror as I disappear.
Yeah, he is dragging you away and turns the corner and they never see you again. No,
Oh,
but
God.
no, he grabs you and you are sadly dragged out by your fiance. Thiessen stands there and just stares at you, Adelia. He knows that he'll catch you no matter where you run.
Lol.
I suppose it's too late for me to try and distract you for her.
No. You can still try, though. I think it's funny when you dance around.
It's a bit more complicated than just dancing around. There's like...
Darian, please dance around for me. Try it for me.
It's not
It is really funny.
Not
dancing
Try.
around. It's a...
What was that one dance that you did while the High Court Fae was threatening you? I thought that
I
dance
don't
was rather...
like doing...
I
like
heard
doing that.
rumors that it was quite an entertaining dance.
I don't like doing that one.
Can you do it just this once?
Yeah, come on, he missed it because he was too busy stalking
I don't
me.
do my victory dance for nothing.
Alright, I'll do it just once for nothing.
Ew, ew, ew. Ew, ew, ew. I'm sorry.
Alright, just one more time.
Ew, ew, ew.
Okay,
You,
happy belated birthday from all of us to you.
Decent like puts a
I'm gonna
hand
try
over
and
you.
Run while he's dancing.
He puts his hand over you, Darren. He's like, "I was joking. You didn't have to actually do it." And immediately grabs you by like the end of your collar, Adelia, before you run. And he goes, "I knew you were going to do that."
I
Did you
can't
know
say I
it
didn't
was
try,
me?
sorry.
I would call it a valorous effort, but it didn't look like one.
You'll be fine. Lunch is barely halfway done. I think we can sneak a few combat sessions in.
I don't think we need to sneak a few combat sessions, and we can avoid that.
Too bad.
Hey.
I've decided, and he's dragging you
Benton,
out.
You don't want to take a walk? You don't just want to take a walk together and spend quality fiance time?
Yeah, as you're like saying that, your voice gets like Darian, you hear her voice gets more like muffled and sounds away as he's dragging her out by the collar of her shirt. He doesn't even like humor that with a response. He knows that she just doesn't have a choice.
And of course, anyone next door can hear it.
Yeah, super. You're like, don't you want to? Don't you want to take? Don't you want to? He's not letting you do shit. But as you guys
already have plans.
yeah. looks like you already have plans. But as you guys all against your will split off, Phoebe,
Yeah.
how's your you're being stuck with Summer, and I would like to point Summer ever since like your infirmary visit, he's been really like glued to the hip with you, bestie.
Help! Help me!
He is not, that man is not letting you go anytime soon. Like, love and peace, you're, how can I say, you're kind of fucked.
Oh no, okay. And how long has it been since the infirmary?
I would say like a few days, not even a week, but maybe like a few days. You guys are coming closer to the weekend, so it's not that bad. But regardless, it's just the fact that he just keeps doing it. Save for like at night when you have to literally push him out of your dorm, he's kind of always been there, if that makes sense.
I gotcha. That's awful.
And yeah, because of that also, you've barely had time to be, like, you've barely had any time to go and visit the archivist because he's literally been so joined to you at the hip. It's kind of obnoxious.
Grr.
Grr. Grr, indeed. But how are you feeling, Phoebe?
Phoebe is probably not happy and just wants to go back to her like insane theory conspiracy board. She probably would have loved to train with Thiessen or just gotten something productive done, but now she's stuck with Summer. Please.
This man, I will say, like, rambles on and on about nothing. Like, luckily, like, weirdly enough, he doesn't just talk about himself, weirdly enough, but also, this man never shuts up. It goes from, like, oh, the weather, to, oh, grades, to, oh, this, that, and the other. I saw a cool rock the other, like, literally, it's that shit.
I will kill myself.
This man is a yapper, I'll tell you that much.
I am like zoning the fuck out the entire time. I've checked out. There's no way that I could possibly keep up with his yapping.
No, super. And like there are times where like you'll see like crowds form around him because he's generally like very extroverted, so a lot of people know him and know him well. And as like crowds seem to build up, are you gonna try to sneak away?
It depends on, like, I guess, like, what he's talking about and, like, how many people are there, and is he still holding my hand?
He super is.
Okay.
But
okay.
I will say, like, if you want to try to slip out of his hand while he's distracted, I'll let you roll, like, a dex sleight of hand check.
Okay, let me think. Like, when's the next class for me?
It's a good while. I think I'd say that you still have around, like, a good 20 minutes.
Okay.
So, you could be stuck with him for the entire 20 minutes.
Oh, man. Can I perceive the people around him? Can I, what is his friends like?
Yeah,
Like
give me a quick perception check to see how much you gather on him. Or them.
Okay, let's roll. What's the modifier?
The modifier for perception is wisdom. So let me check your.
Oh, okay.
It's +1, +2, so 3. Okay.
8.
8. It's kind of hard to tell because all of them seem pretty high class. I won't lie, like upper first class kind of people. And you are aware that, like, from what you can gather without like asking him, unless you have asked, you can tell that like Summer's really upper class, first class kind of guy.
Okay, well, I'm listening to him yap, and instead of like doing probably the smart thing and like kind of listening to him yap quietly, or I don't know, trying to slip away, I wait for a break in the conversation.
Okay.
And if I get the chance to kind of like say to him and this group of people, I'm like, hey, Summer.
Yes,
Have
my
you
love,
noticed
my dear, my starfall.
Have you noticed anything weird happening on campus lately?
Weird in what way?
Oh, I don't know. Just like some, I guess, sightings happening in the Headmaster's Forest.
Roll me a charisma check.
Yeah. Dude, trust me, I do not think she's being very charismatic. What's my modifier for that? Charisma? Oh, dog. Proficiency modifier will be my level only, so that's a 2.
It's just your level, so it's just a +2.
My rolls are so bad today, y'all!
It is what it is. We have them sometimes, you know? He thinks on it and then laughing goes, "Oh, I wouldn't worry your pretty head about such meaningless rumors. Trust me, whatever people talk about with those meaningless rumors, it has nothing to do with you. So feel free to just calm down. Don't worry about it."
Alright, if you say so. Out of curiosity, we've probably talked about it a little bit before, but I want to know, why did you choose this school out of all the ones that you could have gone into?
Oh, this is one of the most prestigious schools that most humans and other tall men can go to.
Alright. I mean, I don't know if there's anything special about the school that you might have been interested in, like any classes or professors.
Oh, you also decide to go here as well.
Yeah, that's also true. We would probably want to go to the same school together so that we can be close. I don't know if there's any other reason.
He just smiles at you and just goes, "Yeah, so we can be together all the time."
What is it that you're pursuing currently?
Currently? Well, he kind of thinks on that a little bit. Well, sadly, most of my classes, the main courses and majors that I must pursue have to do with politics. Of course, you know that, though.
Yeah, that's to be expected, I guess. But I don't know if there's dreams that you had that you wanted to pursue after we graduate.
Well, being yours, of course. And he, like, seems so excited to say that.
I like, in my head, I'm, like, fucking yelling at the top of my lungs, like, fuck, come on, give me something.
This man does not give you any. You feel yourself getting really frustrated by this guy. And as, like, you feel this frustration, Phoebe, are you wearing gloves?
Oh, for sure.
Okay. So I would say only you notice it, but you do notice it. There is a faint purple glow flashing from where that gem is in your hand.
I'm about to shit myself and then I leave.
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah,
Oh.
man.
Summer, like, literally, like, jump scare. Like, he jumps back and goes, "Oh, Phoebe, and he runs after you.
Hold on. I just need a moment. Can I be by myself for like just 1 minute?
What's wrong? What's wrong? Surely I can help you with whatever you say. You are shitting yourself?
It's a Fae terminology. We say it Sometimes it's a casual phrase. Regardless, I am so smitten that you said that I think I need a moment to compose myself. Can you give me some space?
Well,
Just a moment. I'm so
I can help comfort you. And this man is completely not leaving you alone. It is almost as if the only way to get away from this man is if you went fucking invisible.
I'm like gritting my teeth and breathing like a pit bull. Like I'm like, Urgh.
Yeah. Roll. So as you are like turning this corner, roll me a general. What do I feel like today? Roll me a Constitution check.
Thank God. That is. I'm so fucked. Okay.
15.
What?
15's pretty good. Okay. You turn the corner and you kind of like steel yourself for a moment and you feel something in your body click as your hand hovers over your gloved hand to cover up the purple glow. So, Maddie, love, dear, do you know how to roll a D100?
Is it just roll D100?
Yeah.
Okay. 69!
God, the first roll we have, your motherfucking ass rolls a 60 fucking 9. Oh my god! Oh.
Great googly moogly.
Oh, great googly moogly. Indeed. This is perfect. So, Maddie, you are running off, is that correct?
I said I'm about to shit myself, and then I left, yeah.
And your fiance was hot on your trail, trying to run after you. And you managed to lose him for a moment. Not too long, because you hear him right close behind your trail, and immediately you just think, if I could just be invisible, then he could just leave me alone. And you are thinking about this so hard. You turn the corner, out of breath, pushing your body more than you should, because this is the class after you had your training. So you already have been pushing yourself. So you already feel yourself out of breath, pushing yourself more than you should, as you had run more than what you were used to. And you turn the corner behind one, I would say maybe the library buildings. You shut your eyes, knowing that he would catch up to you. And when you open them, he has run past you. And he seems generally confused. He looks around and, almost in defeat, he sighs, huffs, and kind of continues to look. Almost as if you weren't just standing right in front of him a moment ago. But as that happens, Blair. In your previous life, you had a cat, right?
Yeah.
Describe what that cat looked like.
Probably like speckled with like, it's like has like white, maybe like with like brown patches on its body.
Okay.
It's kind of like one of those street cats that she probably picked up. Very fuzzy though.
Yeah, a very fuzzy cat. Okay. Did you ever give it a collar or anything?
Oh, for sure. I probably decked that like little kitty out.
Yeah.
But yeah, she probably had like a collar, maybe like a cute little bell.
Okay. Almost as if you hear something, almost as if it were an electric shock or something akin to that. You almost hear a zapping noise, a clicking noise, something like cogs in a machine. And as you watch Summer lose himself trying to look for you, you see your cat. Just right there, meowing in the way you knew it meowed, and the little bell on its collar rings out and almost echoes in a strange way. And for whatever reason, you just know this is your cat. And
I do not care where that cat's going. I'm going with that cat.
you follow the cat?
Yeah.
Yeah. You follow this cat as your cat.
I bet the name's Granola, by the way.
Granola? Alright. As Granola seems to move around, almost waiting for you to chase it. And you continue to walk. And as you move closer, you are moving closer, I would say, to the maze. And at the entrance of the maze, you see your cat standing in front of a door. But it strangely enough, it's not just any door. You know this cheap steel wooden frame. You know this is the door to your apartment. The faded, chipped paint, the dent steel and wood, the frame that is slightly chipped away. It's your cheap apartment, but it was yours, and it was your home, and it was the thing that you managed to have after all of your sweat, all of your blood, all of those tears. That was your door.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Am I allowed to flavor this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I'm assuming the cat's waiting by the door, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I very hesitantly, I'm in shock, walk slowly towards the door, and I look over to Granola, and I'm like, hey, it's been a while. Hope somebody's been able to feed you. I'm so glad that you're here. And then, like, you can tell that there's tears swelling up in her face. She very carefully touches the door. Can I feel it? Like, is it tangible?
So, as your hand reaches out for the door, your hand sadly goes through it.
What? And how? So she kind of like goes for the doorknob.
Yeah. Your hand goes through it as well. And you can try for your cat as well, and you realize that your cat is not there. What you are seeing before you is just an hallucination. And as that realization comes before you, the illusion you saw before you fades away. And
Can I check something as it's fading?
yes.
I would like to like tear the glove off my hand to
Yeah.
look at it.
Absolutely. The gem embedded in the back of your hand is pulsating, glowing brightly, brighter than it has ever done before.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so as it's fading and as she's seeing the light from the gem, she takes her other hand and starts like pounding it. Like, please come back. Please don't go. And then she's like over and over and over to the point where she's causing bruising. Like she's even trying to like scratch herself, trying to like make the gem work again.
As you do that, the screens on which you saw once before pop up, and you don't see anything that explains what you just saw, but you see a notification in front of your screen that just says invisibility activated, and it has a toggle that you can just switch off.
Interesting. Okay. So I look over the screen and I look around me. Is there anybody nearby?
Nope. It seems like most people don't usually hang out around the maze area, so you are pretty much in the clear.
Okay, I guess I would like to turn it off and like return to my normal visibility, but then I'm gonna turn a corner around the maze. I don't know how deep I am in it, but like I'm just gonna turn a corner so like, it's not like nobody can really take a glance in and see me, and then I'm just gonna like sit on the ground for a moment and probably hold back tears, try not to cry.
Yeah, absolutely. As the image of your door and your cat suddenly fades away, you travel deeper into the maze. And you have been in this maze before, but you never really navigated through it well, and you can easily lose yourself in it as you silently cry and just stare at the screen for a while. I would say, would you stay there? Like, would you skip classes and stay there, or do you think that you would get up later on to go to class on time?
What's my next class?
I believe your next class is, so let me check real quick, because if I am not correct, it is either, let me look, because I have your schedule up. That is Edge's Clash. Sorry, I'm taking...
combat, tinkering, and apothecary.
So it would probably be apothecary.
Okay. I will wait. Like I might cut it really close to like the being on time, but I do like sit on the ground in almost a fetal position, and cry, and then I check. Does the computer tell time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I look at the time on the computer, and I'm like, fuck. Okay, and then she just kind of like gets up, brushes herself off. I would like to say though, it does look like she was fucking bawling her eyes out. Like if she was wearing makeup, it's a little smeared. Her eyes are kind of puffy red. Hair is a little disheveled. She doesn't really check herself.
Yeah.
As she's like going to class, but yeah, she makes it to apothecary class.
Before you like make it to your class, you just step out of the maze. Sadly, Summer will not be the last person you see, as you immediately bump into the archivist.
Is my glove on?
Your glove's on, I will say.
Okay.
If you were heading to class, I would say that you put your glove back on, unless you want to keep it off for the funnies.
No. She would be smart enough,
okay.
Unfortunately.
That's what I thought too, but I want you to make decisions for your character. But
thank you.
I would say that luckily your glove is on. But I would say your face is significantly red.
Oh, girl, I am not looking at it right now. No.
He seemed to be like shocked to see you like this, because I feel like for the most part you've always been like pretend chipper, pretend polite, and you've kind of always like kept to yourself for the most part. So seeing you like this, he is genuinely shocked, and like
I'm shocked to look at him too, not gonna lie.
Yeah, he steps back a little bit. He's like, sorry, I saw you run off a while ago, and you ran from your fiance. I thought to look for you. If this is a bad time, I can come back later.
Gosh, please let me do this thing.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. What do you want?
I want to give him a hug.
Aww. Yeah, absolutely. You give this guy a hug, and like he has his arms up. He's like, you know, like how, again, people, like, pick up cats and they're just, like, stuck there with their arms out? That's what he's like. Like, he's this bigger guy, never having felt the touch of a woman before, Love and Peace, and just like, Are you okay?
I don't respond for maybe, like, 5-10 seconds, and then like once I've like maybe like just closed my eyes and like tried to like, I don't know, ground myself after seeing Granola.
Your cat.
My floor.
Yeah, your cat.
Miss my cat. It probably ate my body in the apartment.
He like awkwardly like puts a hand on your head. Like, he clearly is not used to returning any sort of affection, let alone comforting people, but like he just like pats your head and like awkwardly holds you as if like he feels like he wants to do something, but he's not sure if this is the right thing to do.
Okay, so I'm just gonna like stay there for a second, and then once I'm like okay and I can breathe without like snot in my nose, I pull away and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Thanks for checking in on me.
Yeah, I don't mean to pry too much, but was that about your fiance? I saw you run out after that, and he ran after you, and then you disappeared for a while.
She kind of like, her jaw kind of hitches where it's very obvious she wants to say something, but she's hesitating on like if she is going to. So she kind of like makes like a very restrained expression, and she's like, not exactly. It's more complicated than that, but he did throw me off a little bit, and I just sort of needed time to myself. He's not really good about boundaries.
He pauses for a moment. He goes, don't feel like that. You have to tell me anything you're not comfortable with. I was trying to look for you because I managed to get another page of your diary, and I was assuming things when I saw you run away from your fiance, so I thought that this entry was rather relevant. I thought, I'm sorry, I was assuming things.
I sort of like kind of wipe the tears away from my eyes. I'm like, wait, do you have the page with you?
I don't have the diary on me, no. I just uncovered one of the pages. And for the most part, a lot of your, no offense, a lot of your diary entries have been, they have been fun, interesting, but not particularly telling. But I thought that this diary entry was rather telling of both your fiance and, well, something else.
Can I ask what you've read? Otherwise, I can swing by after class to go take a look myself. You're fine. I don't mind you seeing whatever I wrote.
He kind of looks around, and he looks at you very serious, goes, I would rather not say in public.
Oh my gosh! What did she write? Okay. She sort of nods, is like, okay, I have class really soon. I'll make sure to stop by and we can talk more about it then.
Yeah, of course. I'll be in my office. Just let me know when you're ready. And he, like, awkwardly shuffles around and pulls out, like, a handkerchief that he has and, like, kind of moves it almost as if he was gonna go for your face, and then reels back and just, like, hands it to you. Here.
I find the gesture kind of funny for some reason, so I like kind of like smile, like it's like, oh, handkerchief. What is this? So I look at it and I'm like, oh, thank you, I appreciate it. Are you sure you want me to have this?
What? Yes, you can have it. It was never mine to begin with anyway, so I think it's clean, but it's a little bit worn, so.
Oh, okay.
You look at it and you can, like, it's I wouldn't say it's dirty, but weirdly enough, it is burnt. Like, the edges of it have been burnt.
Oh no. And
there is embroidery of initials that you cannot read.
Like, different language?
No. It's like, they were initials once, but the thread has been, like, so worn out that, like, whatever initials these ones were, you can't read them.
I see. Okay. All right.
Yippee.
I'm assuming like he's about to go back, so I'm like, yeah, of course. Don't even worry. Don't even sweat it. I'll see you around. Thank you again.
Of course, it's no problem. I don't mind. I was just surprised.
I sort of like give him a nod, and I want to ask him what he's talking about, but I don't think he's gonna tell me.
He's not gonna say in public, sadly.
I'm so scared. Okay. I like give him a fucking thumbs up, and then I leave.
Yeah. A stark thumbs up with your eyes still red and puffy.
Yeah, absolutely. I look fucking cracked. I'm tweaking.
He hesitates, but then gives you like another awkward thumbs up back.
Does he even know what that means?
No.
Does he even know what he's...
No, you can tell he doesn't.
Peace and love on the planet Earth.
Yeah.
Okay, I go to... Am I late for my apothecary class now?
Yeah.
Let's go!
But yeah, you rush off to your apothecary class. And before that, we shall turn back in time a little bit as you head to your apothecary class. To Natalia, you're being dragged by your fiance.
Oh god, it's combat again, isn't it?
It's
been on
combat
about
time.
Combat for...
Yeah, that man has like
Oh,
a
no.
sword or knife in hand, and like he's ready. Like he's very excited. This man's ready to go.
I'm sure we don't look suspicious at all.
To be fair, like he's. I wouldn't say he does this before, but like you can tell, like, oh, this motherfucker.
It's
a lot of
decent.
people know. Yeah, it's decent. This man, I wouldn't say is like everybody knows he's trustworthy, but everybody knows he's not about to do anything shady. And like he brings you into like one of the observatories where you see like Phoebe getting dragged around in crowds by Summer.
Oof.
Wait, did Adali hear me scream, I'm about to shit myself? and
No,
leave?
sadly not. Because he like managed to squeeze you into one of those combat rooms again. Italia, you're trapped.
It was not a good time squeezing me in there either. It's like a cat trying to get a cat into
The
a
back,
bathtub. I'm
yeah, like hands and
hanging
feet.
onto the door frame.
Theson's like, come on. You know this is gonna be just harder for the both of us. It's 20 minutes training. It'll be fine.
No, I'm gonna die.
You're not gonna die. I have healing magic. You'll be fine.
It hurts.
It'll be fine. And as he like yoinks you in and drags you into the room, he's like, come on, you got this, all right? As you stumble forward, give me a general dex check. Like, I wouldn't say like he pushed you in, but he did have to force you in. So let's see how bad you stumble.
Okay. Oh boy, Dex time.
Yay. 15?
15.
Okay, you managed to keep yourself, like, up surprisingly, but a lot of your stuff, especially, like, your bags and whatnot, because I'm assuming you have it, kind of gets ruffled out, and he notices it and goes, oh, sorry. He didn't mean to, like, shove your bag to the floor, but it happened because he was shoving you into this room.
I'm, like, putting my hat back in place.
You have to, like, adjust your hat and you have to put it back on. And, like, it's horrible. You do not like this at all.
What, my hair.
Yeah, your hair was good today. Like, you were getting used to this whole, like, weird changeling thing, and you got, like, your hair in place just right. Your facial features lined up just right. You were almost getting all of it, and now he just ruined it. He ruined all of it.
And I think because it's season and because I'm not like hiding my whole face situation from him, I also have to like put my eye back.
Yeah, I would say, yeah. There is a window in between those doors, so do be careful of that. Yeah. So do be careful of that. I just wanted to let you know beforehand. But a few of your things get scattered around, I would say. And I would say like generally you just have like notebook stuff on you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not bringing anything crazy to class.
No, I'd assume not. But you do notice something. So I don't think I brought this up, but you've had this for a long time. That modern pen that you've had.
Yeah, it was like a gift I bought myself for doing good in English. It's a
Yeah.
little fancy.
Yeah, it's a fancy, nice pen, but that stumbles out. A usual like ink pen. It's not a quill or anything, so that's a little bit suspicious. But it kind of pops out, clatters to the floor, and Thesa notices it and just goes, "Oh, what is that?"
Don't worry about it. You don't need to know what that is. I'm just gonna kind of scoop it up and put it like in a shirt pocket or something.
As you try to put it in a shirt pocket, something sticks to it, and you're having a hard time like getting it off your hand and into the pocket. So you're kind of just stuck holding it, and it looks like its cap fell off somewhere.
Hold on, Thiessen. Just give me 1 second. I promise this isn't a ruse to avoid your combat class. I can't get this off with my hand.
As you say that, he looks you up and down. Roll me a charisma check.
Absolutely.
As you try to persuade him, because he's thinking you're lying.
Okay. Good thing my charisma's really high now.
Yeah. He's very distrustful of you, though, bestie. Oh,
that's
no. Hey, bestie.
What's happening?
Roll for initiative.
Oh. Let me look at my initiative
You're good, you're good. I'm gonna
It's
roll.
+3.
Just a general d20. Ah, Thiessen got a 4, so. You'll probably do better.
Okay. I got a 7.
That's so funny. So you do it first, yeah. Here's what happens. You're like, I promise this isn't a ruse. And then Thiessen goes, I don't believe you. Stomps his foot on the ground and erupts a giant flaming dog.
Well, I'm sure I'll be fine. The pen is mightier than the sword. I'm running.
He's trying for the door again?
Not the door, because I think I've learned from last time.
Yeah.
Where are the weapons in this room?
Right next to him. But, here's the thing. You have to run past the dog.
No. You know what? Can I try to pact magic the dog? It's a dog.
It's
Maybe
a
it'll
flaming
work.
dog, but sure, you can try.
Alright, the intention I'm getting across to this dog is, hey, I know you're a fighting construct. I don't have a weapon. Can I get a weapon first?
Go for it.
Alright, what do I roll?
Roll me a general intelligence.
Okay. That's not terrible. 11.
Oh boy. Honey, to be fair, that animal pack magic's for animals, not constructs.
Yeah.
So
I figured.
I'd like to think that, like, while you holding your pen, you're putting, like, 2 fingers to your forehead, and you're, like, trying to beam your intentions into this animal, only to realize, oh, shit, it's not an animal.
It's not gonna work that way.
As he, Thiessen, luckily, just goes, oh, shit, I forgot a weapon, and he kicks a knife to you. Here you go.
Thanks. Thank you.
Go team.
No, I have to put this in my offhand.
Yeah, the other pen is stuck, and I need you to make a sleight of hand dex check for me.
Absolutely. This is just gonna be dex.
Yes,
I
just
think.
dex.
Let me see if I have any other skills for this.
I don't think you do.
I don't think I do.
Yeah. Give me a
Maybe
dex
my
check.
literacy skill will help me with it.
Maybe. Oh, maybe.
16.
16. Okay, it manages. So your hand starts vibrating and shaking rapidly as this pen you are forced to hold is suddenly rattling.
Hey, that's Thiessen.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Keep your stance straight. I don't know why you're boogieing like that.
I wish I could stop boogieing. The thing I told you not to worry about might be a little. It's worrying me.
Try fighting your issue out. Make a text. Choose. Would you like to dodge, tank, or soak as the dog tries to come after you?
I'm gonna dodge.
Okie dokie. The dog rolled a 5, so roll me a dodge roll.
Cool. So it's a dex plus level.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Yes, indubitably.
Boop. 15.
Okay, 15. I would like to say that, like, this pen helps yank you in the opposite direction a little bit. As you stumble, a dagger in one hand, a pen in the other, as you suddenly yank the opposite direction, this dog growls and lunges at you and snaps down. You know that if that dog got its fucking little grippers in you, it would hurt like hell.
Oh, I don't want it to get its little grippers in me.
But yeah, you got this flaming dog growling at you, and Thiessen, like, nodding with his arms crossed, like, yeah, he's doing a good job in coaching.
Yeah, he's being so helpful.
He is so helpful right now. But your pen is shaking a lot.
What does it want? Is it, like, trying to go somewhere?
It feels like it wants to move. Like it wants to ride on something.
Cool. Hey, Thiessen, I'm gonna try an unconventional combat strategy, okay? I'm gonna go over to the wall where it can write.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just looking like a crazy person. I'm writing on the walls.
You are. Yeah, super. You super are. So bestie. Weirdly enough, the pen writes really well on this wall. I want you to make another dexterity check for me here.
Absolutely. 13.
13. Okay, I won't lie, you're kind of being slingshotted around. You are moving around really fast, and you do not know what's going on. You can't let go of this pen. And this pen, like, it's a normal writing pen. It should not be writing on this wall as well as it does. You know?
Yeah.
But almost in, like, great confidence, it writes down... The only thing that you can really tell it is some kind of arcane glyph. You don't know what it is. You genuinely don't know. And as you are kind of being pushed around by this pen, you hear a bubbling sound and then rushing water as the glyph you finish begins to light up. And you are caught in it, sadly, as a rush of water bursts out from this circle glyph and hits you, but it hits the dog as well, and manages to quickly put out the water. And, you're soaking wet!
Does it stop once the dog stops?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Dog's out, gone, and you notice that whatever, like, glyph that you wrote down against your will, it fades away. It's gone. And then Thiessen just goes, yeah, go team! I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. Cool.
I don't know what that magic was.
I'm sure I could check my evocations book.
Since when could you write glyphs?
I have hands. I can write.
What glyph was that?
The water one.
I don't think that's how that works.
Okay, are you a water magician?
I mean, I'm a fire
Thiessen?
magician.
Okay, well then you make a better water glyph that works.
Italia, you look like a wet dog, by the way.
Yeah.
You look like a wet fucking dog, and you're like, okay, you make a better water glyph.
Yeah.
Your pen clatters to the floor, and then you see by your foot is the cap for the pen.
Okay, I'm gonna cap it before it does anything silly.
Yeah.
Again.
Thiessen lets out like a low, impressed whistle and goes, "Wow, I've never seen an arcane focus like that. Can I see it?"
Yeah, I'm gonna hand it to him.
Yeah, he looks at it, and like he examines it pretty well, and then pauses and looks at you and goes, "I've never seen you with anything like this."
I mean, I guess I had to get one because I started illusion classes.
This isn't a focus I've ever seen in any realm of magic. I don't think illusion even What? Huh?
I had it custom made. Of course you haven't seen something like that before.
He caps it. He uncaps it and looks at it a little bit. It holds ink.
Yeah, it's for glyphs.
He looks at you and he just doesn't seem. And then he like tries to write on the wall with it, and like it's a pen again. It doesn't hold the same thing. It didn't do the same thing. And goes, huh. Okay. Well, I don't know what that was about. But I mean, that's a pretty good strategy, using water against my fire. I might have to be a little bit more, I guess. I might have to stop relying on my fire minions or my fire glyphs. I could start fighting you, personally.
Hey, Ethan, I think I'd die.
What?
I want you to think about the difference in fitness between us and consider that maybe if you were to grapple me, I would not survive it.
Well, you just need a little bit of practice. I mean, look at your friend Phoebe there. She's very string bean. Surprisingly, despite how fast she runs out of breath and how quickly she's exhausted, she's got some muscle to her. And that, like, happened throughout the month because she was training regularly. Also, I could set you up with some good protein intake.
What do you mean by protein intake?
Well, we could start you building your protein, and then you could start working out with me. We could start with our morning jogs. I jog every morning, so you could start with that. We could build up your stamina, and then we could start building up those glutes, and, like, he's just going off. This man's, like, a little bit of a meathead.
I'm gonna let him go off, although I do ask, what time in the morning would I have to get up for that?
An ungodly time, honey.
Listen, that's too early in the morning to be awake.
It's only 4 a.m.
Which is, like, ignoring the fact that she has been awake at that time just to stare into the forest.
Yeah. No one needs to know that, though.
Yeah, no, that's a Dahlia time. That's a Dahlia special time.
That's for you.
Her.
That's your special interest. But yeah, he just shrugs. He goes, well, that's all right. But I didn't. Well, I guess since you were usually very high in your magic usage, I just never thought you've actually used it for combat before.
I haven't.
Oh. Then how'd you do that?
I told you, unconventional strategy.
Okay. He doesn't believe you.
Look, man, I don't know what you want me to say. Glyphs, you can put them anywhere, man.
That's fair. I understand there is a glyph study there.
Why not combat?
I suppose. Yeah, I mean, okay. Well, you want to try again?
No.
You say that's so sad. Again,
and I'm looking up at him like a wet dog.
You are a wet dog. Like, I don't know if, like, you have a Dahlia wear makeup or if that's just your face, but, like, you look so sad. He sees you and he goes, okay, maybe we should get you a change of clothes before you go to your next class.
Yeah. God, if I go to my next class looking like this, my roommate's brother is gonna laugh at me again.
Alright, yeah. He, like, awkwardly takes your little hat and tries to, like, fix it like the way you did earlier, and it just flops down so sadly. He's like, oh, I feel bad now.
I mean, this time it wasn't your fault. That was the glyph.
I mean, yeah, I just thought we could fit in a little bit of training. You kind of, the few times that we've done combat practice, you've kind of fallen behind.
Yeah, I wonder why that is, Thiessen. Does it have anything to do with me being so fragile and untrained? And maybe you are putting fire demons next to me that I don't want to deal with?
That sounds like a loaded question, and I feel like no matter how I answer that, that would make me look bad.
You are very smart.
Am I? Really? Awesome. Okay. He's like, oh, fuck yeah. I'm smart. Fuck yeah. With you brushing his ego, not knowing that you were sarcastic, he just goes, yeah, okay, sure. We should get you a change of clothes because class does start in about, like, 10 minutes.
Oh, you know what? Why don't we do a jog right now?
He's gonna leave you behind.
Yeah, I know he is.
He's willing to wait up for you, but yes, he does kind of like follow up with you. But as you kind of exit out of this magic room that you were shoved into last minute, you can't help but kind of stare at your magic pen, wondering, what the fuck was that?
What the fuck was that?
It was indeed something. Regardless, it's calmed down. Whatever that shaking was, it seems to have completely calmed down, almost as if it was never something, like, it never an issue to begin with.
Well, alright then, normal pen.
Normal pen, hell yeah. But yeah, as you kind of, like, let yourself continue to think that is a normal pen, I'm assuming you go back and change?
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. You manage, luckily. You're also kind of late for apothecary class, but it's fine. You're sure that Phoebe will be there and she'll probably have taken notes for you anyways.
Yeah, good old reliable Phoebe, who is
Yeah.
not on fantasy meth.
Yeah, she's never been late ever, so like there's no reason why she'd be late now.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
That's so crazy because I was literally drawing this the whole time.
Let me see.
This is why she was late.
You both come in looking like wet dogs.
Yeah.
You guys are both wet dogs.
Delia's hair hasn't fully dried.
Yeah, no, super. But yeah, you guys kind of end up being forced to come in wet dog hours. But as things continue, Edge, are you going to meet up with your client before or after lunch? Or like before class or after your lunch? Or sorry,
probably
after
like
your class
using
or
the end
after?
of my lunch since everyone else is gone.
Okay. Yeah, you
Just using that time to stop by and at least see, hey, what do you need done for this?
Absolutely. I say that, like, as the two were kind of dragged off, you just kind of think, oh, how sweet. It must be nice for them to have fiancés to spend their time with. I'm sure that will not go wrong at all.
Man, it must be great to have people trying to spend time with you for positive reasons.
It's so great.
Couldn't be me. Anyway.
Anyways.
Also wander to a random dorm room.
Yeah. You wander. And honestly, like, I will say, you've never really navigated through the dorms before. So I will say it is a little bit hard. But give me a general dexterity to see if you can navigate. Or not dexterity, sorry, in wisdom.
Alright, wisdom? Okay, cool. That actually gets me to add another one.
Ooh!
I'm so good at hallways, bestie.
You are so good. You got a good grade in hallways, bestie.
I get a good grade in pigeon dodge. I get a good grade in hallways. I
Yeah.
get an okay grade in mannequin.
See, this is like where the important roles are. I love that you're using these on the important roles because the forest roles definitely don't need these kinds of roles.
I
you
get
know?
nervous.
You get nervous. I want to shit.
I'm shitsing.
Apparently, this is a Fae thing.
It's a Fae thing.
It is, in fact, a Fae thing. When they say that they're gonna shit, they do mean it. But anyways,
We're serious about it.
you are serious
Take it
about
very
it.
seriously.
Yes, but I'm sorry, gaslight him. Oh no, don't gaslight him to say he's gonna shit himself. But anyways,
I hope they don't ask the only other Fae in the school about it.
right? But you guys, you look around and you manage to find the dorm actually really fast, surprisingly. It is not that hard. You have noticed it's kind of in the lower class areas, which is usually like the lower floors.
All right. Cam's kind of more home at that type of thing.
Yeah, like the walls definitely a little bit more aged, not like poverty aged, but as compared to your dorms, which are very high class, this feels very homely. It feels like a dorm, basically. And you manage, and you are at the door. Would you like to knock?
Yes.
Awesome. You open it up, and the person that opens the door is not who you expected, as Aster opens the door and lights up and goes, "Oh, Darian! Are you here to hang out with little Cuddles again?"
No. No.
Oh. Oh, you'd like Buster, wouldn't you?
No. No, none of that actually.
Huh?
I got a note.
A note?
I got a message
Oh, wait.
earlier.
Can I see the note?
This one?
You
I
sure?
was told by Diana that someone needed some tailoring help and I was going to offer
Oh.
my services.
Oh, that's Martha. I'm so sorry. I mean, you could still come over for Cuddles whenever you want, but
No.
I'll get her. No worries. And like she hops off, this little Yuan-Ti, just very excited just to see you. And you enter into this dorm, and it is very modest. It is nothing like yours. For one, it's smaller. It's a lot smaller. There is no like eating area. It is just like a desk, and then a good few rooms that seem to be shared by multiple people. You guys each get your own room. It seems like it's one for every 2 people.
Alright.
But she quickly runs off and grabs someone, and you see this Kenku lady. Let me show her real quick. Yes, show everybody. I would like to show everyone.
Aww.
You see this pigeon Kenku lady who seems to be rather short and stout, with very plump feathers that seem to bristle out of her uniform. She has very soft, plain eyes and a very soft smile as she steps out and sees you, a little bit confused, and then sees the note, and she lights up immediately. Like, she is so excited to see you, and you could hear like this weird pigeon coo out of her as she comes up to you and she goes, oh, are you the tailor that Diana recommended?
Yes, that would be me. Darian.
You're the Samarillion family? Is that correct?
Yes.
Am I getting
Samarellian.
Samar? Oh. You see like something like click inside her brain and goes, oh, all right, yes, of course. Come in, please, please ignore the mess. And like you gesture it. There's like a lot of animals here, like a lot of pigeons.
It's fine. I'm not gonna think about the implications of any of that. It's fine. Don't worry too much about it.
I am Martha Currer. I actually needed some help just tailoring a dress of mine. It's a little too big on me, and it had some damages, and I was hoping if you could patch those up at all.
Oh, I can take a look at it and see what needs done.
Yes. Let me show you those. Yes. Let me grab that. And she kind of like nervously, like she seems very shy as she steps out and comes back with a very plain dress. Like this is nothing to write home about. It fits her very well. It's a white dress. That's really all you could say about it. Nothing about the dress is at all interesting. The collar's normal, the sleeves normal. This seems to be a normal dress. In fact, even worse, a very boring dress. As she goes, this is the best dress I have.
Oh. Well, I will make sure that we get it as well-fitting as we can.
Yes, as you can see here, and she pulls back the dress, and you do see some, like, patches that have been clearly been pecked out by small pigeon birds. It's, like, cured some damages from, and she thinks for a moment and says, mysterious circumstances. You can tell these were from birds.
It's from birds.
Yeah, super from birds. And she just goes, I was wondering if it's possible for you to possibly patch those up, make it look less obvious at all. Is that something you can do?
How many holes are in this skirt?
Luckily, not a lot.
Okay.
It seems like it is like a dress that she seems to have kind of tried to keep in good condition. Probably one of the pigeons just saw it and pecked at it.
All right.
Like got into a place it shouldn't have and got pecked at.
Well, this shouldn't be too rough of a fix, and since it's a plainer fabric, it'll be easier to match since there isn't any pattern that we'll have to work around.
You say plainer fabric, and she kind of like, oh, is it really that plain?
I mean, because it's a solid color and there's no design to match up.
Oh.
More intricate designs, it becomes more obvious if any patches have to be added.
Oh, I see. Yes. If I may also request something, and if this is extra payment, feel free to let me know and I can find some way to accommodate you the best I can. Sadly, I will admit, I don't have a lot of money. I make what I can off of the carrier pigeons that I take care of and breed. So it's a lucrative business, just not a very, expensive, a very, rich, wealthy business, I guess.
I understand.
But, I was wondering if you could have this done by possibly the end of next week? Or the end of next week? Which, by your standards, that's a little bit faster than you would like.
Well, it's a good thing Darian doesn't have many friends to distract him.
Aha!
I can definitely look to get this done as soon as possible. I can start on it tonight, likely.
That would be really nice, actually. Not to, I'll be honest with you. I actually, am going to take the Animal Pact Magic test along with, the test that I believe you are judging, if I'm not correct?
Oh, yeah, I've been placed in that role, yes.
I won't lie, it's a little unfair. I've actually known Animal Pact Magic since I was a child, so it kind of comes as second nature to me. So not only is the test an easy credit, but I've heard rumors that someone might be going to that test, and I would like to impress them if possible. So I wanted to, I was planning to wear this best dress and show a display of my affection through the pact magic. And, well, that's why I have that timeline. I would like it before the test, basically, if that's all right.
Oh, of course. You gotta make sure to put your best foot forward. I can definitely work for that.
That's good to hear. I get so nervous. I've actually never done something like that before, but I heard that they like grand gestures of affection. So I was planning it, so.
That's very sweet of you, actually.
She seems to smile at that and like kind of floops up as her feathers kind of stand on end very excitedly. And she goes, okay, would you be alright meeting tomorrow to get my measurements to help fit it a little bit more? Since class is about to start in a few minutes, I can't do it now, clearly, and I have
Of
to
course.
work with the pigeons this afternoon, so I won't be available today, but I can be available tomorrow, if that's alright.
Tomorrow works perfectly.
Oh,
Would you like to meet here again, or there's a bit more? There are some other places with a bit more room where we can avoid
we could do
interrupting your birds.
the tailoring classroom if that's alright. That way you'll have more materials on you. After class, we could probably use the room without anybody coming in, if that's okay with you.
Most people that hang around are just working on their own projects, so it won't be too out of the ordinary.
Okay, that sounds great. And I guess payment is also something I need to discuss with you. Is that something that you would like before or after?
You can wait until after. We'll make
Okay.
sure that I can actually get it done by the time that you need it, and then we can discuss payment.
Okay. I can do that. I have a good amount, not a lot, but I can manage. I actually have a patron that tends to, well, he actually tends to tip quite a bit, despite the fact that a lot of pigeon carrier services don't need to be tipped, but the tip is appreciated. I'm talking a lot. I'm sorry.
It's more than fine. It's more than fine, I assure you.
As you say that, you hear a knock at the door, and once again, like, she kind of jolts up, and Esther doesn't come out this time. It seems like she just left for class, and she goes, "Oh, speaking of which, I think that might be him. Oh, give me a moment. He comes by every once in a while to give me his payment, which personally he doesn't have to do that, but he does it, and the tip is appreciated. Just give me a moment." As she steps out, and you can open the door. She opens the door, and you can see this person very clearly. I need you to give me a perception check real quick.
All right, perception, that is intelligence?
Perception's wisdom.
Oh, wisdom? Cool.
Yeah.
That's a +4. Oh, Jesus!
Dear God. Oh boy. Okay. So
I am perceiving!
I'm pretty sure I know how you're going to react. So I'm going to also, well, we'll do this first. So she opens the door, and you see a rather tall man with a mask and pointed ears, with a face structure like yours and hair like yours.
Oh no.
And
Oh no.
I'm going to roll to see if he notices you.
Oh no!
Would you like to try to hide? Since you got a nat
Am I
20,
holding the dress that she's handed to me?
you are holding the dress that she...
like I sit there and I notice, and there's like a moment of like fight, flight, freeze. I freeze up for a second,
Oh, no.
and then I like hold up the dress as if I'm like really looking at it, like, I see. Yes. Interesting. But I'm also kind of hiding a bit behind it.
So, you... so you do that. You try to hold up and hide it. Give me, like... Oh, God, what would this be? To hide. Give me, like, a weird charisma check to see if you can, like, be inconspicuous.
Oh, God damn it!
Oh! I'm so sorry, Bestie, but this is the funniest fucking shit ever.
No, this is the funniest shit I've ever fucking done.
So, you immediately see the man that you've seen in many of your family portraits, and you recognize this as one of the younger men in the portraits, who you assuming is your younger brother. And from what you're aware of from this motherfucker, is he's the one that told you to go die. So, Martha opens up the door, and they have this, like, civil conversation, and you do hear his voice for the first time, as she goes, "Oh, you really don't have to send this much money, it's really fine." And you can hear his voice, surprisingly a lot like yours, if not a little bit lower, surprisingly, as he goes, "Oh, no, it's totally fine. You see, I actually like to use the pigeons a lot more," and he stops, and he stares at you. And you can tell he's staring at you, Edge. You can tell. And he slowly goes, "Who's that?" And she goes, "Oh, you missed him. Okay, I didn't. So I was surprised by it as well. But when I heard his name, Samarelian, I just knew he was your brother. He's your brother, correct? I wouldn't say that, but by blood, I am legally required to call him my brother. Yes, I knew it. So he is your brother. Oh, that's so exciting. Oh, I didn't want to assume Maddock, but that's so exciting. I never got to meet your brother. You don't talk about him a lot. Yes, there's a reason. Oh, he's so nice. He's willing to help me with this tailoring. I promise I'm going to pay him a very decent amount. And just like with you, I'll give him a very generous tip. Please don't. Oh, it's all right. You don't have to be humble. And
quick question, Veggie brings up a good point. Am I still in my clown uniform?
I thought you'd decide that, because I want to say yes, but I want you to decide that.
Shit, if I had my tailoring class before lunch, I probably have my clown class after lunch. I'm probably...
You're probably in it, aren't you?
I'm probably in, like, not all of it. Like, I don't have all of my accessories on, but it's very obvious that this is the bare bones of a jester's uniform.
Yeah, and he's staring at you. Even with a
lower
mask,
the
you've
dress a bit.
never seen a man with a more bitter and hateful expression in his face. And he goes, I see. Don't feel inclined to give him a tip. Oh, it's really no problem. No, I insist. It'll be fine. Whatever he's doing, he'll be fine. And like he says that with such hatred in his voice. In fact, what was that? Go ahead.
I was just going to look at him, like, I lower the dress, I go, like, look at him and I go, good afternoon.
I don't have to humor that with a response.
A bad afternoon for you, then.
She kind of looks between you guys and just goes, oh, I'm sorry. Do you guys have a bad relationship? Oh, no, really, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Are you sure? No, it's fine. Trust me. In fact, I was actually just about to leave for class, and I'm sure he was too. Is that not correct?
Well, we were still discussing a few details about...
Oh, it's all right. If you'd like to walk to with your brother to class, I don't mind at all. We're actually done.
Oh. Well, I will see you tomorrow for the fitting, then.
Of course, I'd like that a lot, thank you. As she, like, nods,
Word.
and she, like, urges you to walk with your brother, who is, like, she's a little dumb. She has not noticed the absolute bitter expression this man has staring at you.
I need to know if he's shorter than me.
He is.
Good.
He's so short. Like, his voice is a little bit deeper. He is a good, like, few inches shorter, though. Yeah, but,
Now we're just stuck in this fucking hallway together.
yeah, you were outside in the hallway, and she goes, well, I'll get ready for class as well. You two have a nice day. I'm excited to see you again, Lord Darien. Shut the door. And, yeah, you're left with this man as he's staring at you. He has to stare up at you, sadly. But you can't help but cower a little bit.
You two know each other.
Yes, I use her messaging services. You're
Then you're the one
fitting
that
her, huh?
Well, yeah, it's part of tailoring. You can't tailor a dress without knowing the measurements.
You're tailoring.
It's something I've been picking up, yes.
He's staring at you. Yes. Not surprising that you would pick up such a lowly class hobby.
And what have you been up to?
Trying to pick up the pieces you've left behind. You've left our name in ruin.
I didn't choose to be set on fire, let's just say that straight off.
He's staring at you, and he is not happy. But you chose to disgrace the family name.
I think in the back of her mind, Cam, while, like, yeah, usually, like, Derry and Cam, terrified by all of this. Terrified, like, the idea of, like, all this expectation, all this disappointment. There is a little voice in the back of Cam's head that just goes, same shit as always, whenever it comes to family matters.
Yeah.
This guy has probably seen Darian, like, working just so hard, like, his entire life to make sure he, like, stays up to, like, family expectations. Both of them have been working so hard to stay up to family expectation. I'm going to guess that as a brother, he's seen Darian have some sort of small breakdown over this before. Like, even, not publicly, but just kind of being able to tell when the cracks are showing. And now, just a bit of a complete 180, like, looking down at him, Darian just goes, sucks.
What'd you say?
Sucks.
It sucks.
Sounds like it sucks.
He, like, sucking on a sour lemon, he makes the most, like, puckered face and goes, you know, I never liked you as a brother.
Ew. Ow.
And I think, now that you have been properly disowned by our family, by my family, I think I can finally do this. And he, one by one, takes off the fingers of his glove and slaps it across your chest and goes, I'll see you at dawn.
Will you?
And he walks off. He walks off. He left his glove.
Where? Oh, he's already gone. Okay.
He hears you. He goes, I don't know. In the field. Someone. I'll see you. And he walks off again.
Okay.
Be prepared.
The hell am I supposed to
Be
do?
prepared.
Okay. Fine. God, jeez.
Actually, I lied. Not dawn. Actually, I have morning classes. I'll see you in twilight.
Twilight tonight or tomorrow?
Tomorrow night. You idiot. I can't do tonight.
How am I supposed to know whether you can do? I have a fitting to do tomorrow. If I'm late, it's because of that.
He like steps up. Is that with Lady Martha?
We were just talking about this.
You're not doing that.
Yes,
You're not doing. No. You're not doing. No. I can't hear you. No. You're not doing that.
Do you want to tell her that?
No, she'll find another tailor. It's not gonna be you.
No,
She just.
No.
He's like a little brat. He's like a little brat. Like you're not going to see her anymore. No.
Are you telling me what to do?
Yeah, because you're not a part of my family anymore. I don't have to listen to you.
Well, you're not part of my family. I don't have to listen to you.
I don't have to. You have to listen to me because I'm a higher class than you now. No turning backs.
You're shorter.
He gets like really mad about that. I'm more powerful than you.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
Yeah. And
I go,
Mermaid has all the superpowers.
I would like to use my little clown class abilities. Just like, oh, you're comparing yourself to clowns to feel powerful now. You have to put yourself against jesters.
No, I'm not. Shut up. Look.
And you're trying.
You're
trying to order around a jester, and you can't even stand when I make friends.
Shut the fuck up. No, I'll see you.
Lady Martha requested my company.
He's like fuming. His face is red, as he just goes, "I'll see you at twilight," and then he stomps off.
Twilight tomorrow.
That's
if I'm
tomorrow.
Not late because of my fitting with Lady Martha.
Oh my god, shut up! And he rounds the corner, he's gone.
I would like to pick up his glove.
Yeah.
And just go, I'm gonna bring this with me.
Yeah. And you do. You pick up the glove and
Just shove it in my bag.
do you know what that means? Just out of
Yeah,
curiosity.
he's challenging me to a duel.
Yes, he is. Okay. Well,
Like-
in character, would Cam know what that means? And I think it would be reasonable if she does, but do you think she would?
Yeah, I feel like Cam has watched enough, like, enough dramas to know that sort of thing. Like, just... She's watched enough anime, she's watched enough, like, game playthroughs. I think she's probably picked it up here or there.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah,
And also
so
because with how pissed he is, like, kind of, yeah, I
you
think
can
she
put
would.
two and two together. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. But yeah,
Yeah.
you were challenged to a duel, apparently.
At Twilight tomorrow, because he's busy tonight.
He's busy tonight,
He has
yes.
morning classes.
He does, yes. Did you get his name, by the way?
Maddox?
Maddox. Yeah, let me
Maddox?
put it in chat so you know. I keep doing this thing where I know exactly who's going to be in session, but then I never ask Tilly to draw him. But, yeah, that's Maddox.
Alright, Maddox.
Yeah. But that is
I love it.
your brother. But anyways, you are kind of forced to figure out what the fuck just happened there.
I'll probably touch base with the others about that, like, at dinner. That'll
Yeah.
be very fun.
Absolutely. But as you also kind of end up at class, late. I won't lie.
Yeah. I think if it's clown class, I probably can do an entire bit about, oh, I'm sorry, I got challenged to a duel on the way here. And I think if I make it funny enough, Professor Jingles won't be mad at me.
Give me a performance. Performance. check.
charisma?
Yeah. General charisma.
Alright,
I think you have like a little.
Can I add a theater major proficiency?
I was about to say, yeah, you can add that since
Alright,
it's
so I would-
theatrics.
The proficiency modifier to
Yeah.
it?
Let's see how funny you are. Yeah. add
That's gonna be a
proficiency.
+8.
Yeah. Okay. 22.
22.
You're really funny about it. You're really funny about it. Yeah. He Professor Jingles classic goes, "Good show, my good man. Good show. Oh my. You're putting it together. Had the High Court Fae have been here, he would have found that hilarious. Oh, maybe he is here and I just can't tell because he shows up in dark corners of the room." But yeah.
New fear unlocked. The cryptid watches your stand-up.
You should have known that from the beginning.
God.
But, yeah. So you managed to get to class. Luckily, Professor Jingles does forgive you for being late because you were so funny about it.
Yeah.
And all three of you, end your classes. And Phoebe, I believe you promised to see the archivist after classes?
Miles. Yeah.
Smiles. Yeah, super. So I'm assuming you're going straight to the archivist afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I will say, like, he is a little bit awkward when you come in. You can tell he wants to, like, ask if you're okay, but he clearly is not someone that deals with feelings a lot, so he's left kind of just awkwardly trying to tiptoe around the subject, but also not trying to tiptoe around the subject. But regardless, he just goes, "So, I actually won't have you long. I actually have a club meeting with the council later on, but I did want to give you this." And as you guys are alone in his office, he slips you the second entry, at least from what you're aware, the readable second entry of the diary. And if you would like to read it, I just sent it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Where?
It should
Where's
be in the
it?
roll 20.
Oh, I'm stupid.
No, you're
Okay.
fine. Don't worry.
Alright. Okay. So, it says, do you want me to do the voice?
Oh, absolutely. Do whatever you want.
Okay, let me turn on the audio for a second.
Of course.
Cool. So, this one says... Oh wait, actually, hold on, let me turn my noise suppression off too. Okay. Fucking,
You gotta give your professional voice acting chops on.
yeah.
You know?
Okay. Dear Diary, I found that humans are rather fickle creatures. I've noticed that many people have fallen hopelessly in love with my fiancé. I don't blame them, of course. He's as handsome as the sky is blue and kind as the sun is bright. Though I cannot help but feel saddened by this. Sometimes Summer would not entertain these people, kindly giving them a proper rejection and letting them have the room to move on. In other cases, I see him with them sometimes, laughing and talking to them before telling me to give him space. What? Okay. He swears up and down that I'm being facetious, that I am thinking too much into a problem that never existed, and mayhaps I am. I cannot help but feel like I am certainly blowing things out of proportion, especially due to Summer's certainty, but oh, Diary, am I wrong for feeling hurt? I want to do something and have my fiancé to myself. Am I wrong to feel this way? Perhaps so. Still, regardless of how I feel, it is only right to warn them, to let them know what has happened to Summer's previous suitors. While I wish not to scare them or make them believe that I am someone dishonest or selfish, I feel like a warning is just... After all, the Forest had always taken an interest in those helplessly in love like myself. With great peace and love, Phoebe Altair Starfall. This is a hint that not only had Phoebe been involved with the Forest before, but she had led some of Summer's suitors there to be consumed with the Forest or taken.
Fantasy meth goes hard, huh?
The archivist looks at you and just goes, "Yeah, I thought that was important. It's why I didn't want to say it out loud. What about the Forest?"
Shit, okay, so, just to confirm, Summer might be a cheater.
Yeah.
And whoever had a crush on Summer, Phoebe, would trick them into going to the forest, potentially murdering them.
You don't know. You don't know for sure.
I'm taking a deep breath like, damn, bitch, I am not here to defend you on this one. I do not stand on this business. I gotta come up with something.
Yeah, he looks at you and goes, "What is this about the Forest?"
I look at him kind of surprised, like, I thought you knew.
Well, I know of rumors about the Headmaster's Forest, but you led them to the Forest?
Well, when I wrote this, I didn't actually know that the forest was, actually dangerous. I sort of thought that I would scare people off, by, saying that maybe Summer would be in the forest waiting for them to confess, when in reality I just wanted them not to try and court my fiance, that I think my fiance isn't as honest about not courting some of these girls as I thought he would be. It is complicated.
It sounds complicated. I'm sorry to pry. I mean, he seemed all over you, but I'll give you space. I mean, clearly he wants to follow you around everywhere, and from rumors, from what I've heard, and I'm sure you know of this, but he plans to see you at the Pact Magic test anyways.
I didn't know about that rumor.
Oh, then I suppose he's planning to surprise you, but he's talked about it before.
Oh, great. Well, it's to be expected from him. The way that he shows affection is very, fickle, but very passionate. I like to think that he's well-meaning.
He just kind of, like, makes a face. I suppose. I don't know the full story, so I will not judge you. But I just wanted to let you know. I don't know, since it is getting more personal, do you want me to stop decoding the diary? I feel like I'm invading on your privacy.
I still would like to have access to it. I just... You don't... Do you have to read it when you're decoding it?
I would. I mean, well, I, I don't, but usually decoding it means I see it. So it's hard to stop decoding when I don't know how to describe it. I kind of have to know what I'm looking for, if that makes sense.
Okay. I don't want to force you if it makes you uncomfortable, but I personally don't mind anyone seeing this.
I don't plan to share it with anybody. It is your private thing. I guess it could just be a thing between the two of us, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting way to bond, I guess, but again, if it makes you uncomfortable, you don't have to.
No, I'm all right. It's not like I really do anything else. He kind of gestures. I archive things, and that is around it. So I guess kind of it's my way of branching out, I would suppose.
Right. You said that you have a council meeting?
Yes, I do. I've told them about you. They are fine. They are a little shy. They would like to not meet you right now.
Oh. Am I intimidating or something?
No, they are awkward and not good with ladies.
I see.
They are a little bit, they're kind of losers, sort of.
You don't have a lot of faith in your council.
He looks at you, and then he looks at himself. I think you underestimate what kind of friends I have.
Oh my god. That's fucked up. Okay. Well, what exactly do you guys do in this council?
He kind of is like awkward. We talk about artifacts and our theories on artifacts. That is around it.
I like nod. I'm like, okay, well, if your friends are ever comfortable with me being there, I would be interested in stopping by.
I'll let them know. They are, well, to put it lightly, they're bookworms. They're a lot like me, tend to find interest in knowledge rather than the company of others. But you, he gestures to you, have not been terrible. I will let them know.
Sure. I'm just curious. Are these the same ones who you said that you would kill you when we
Yes.
lost? Did you mean that metaphorically or literally?
I think it is best if you do not worry about that. He's sweating a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Just let me talk to them a little bit. It'll be fine.
Yeah, of course. I'm sure they would be very interested in, hopefully, the blueprints that I'm trying to draft for the missing artifacts, but I'd be more than happy to give them whatever else resources I might have about similar, information. But, it's fine. It's good. I just feel like, I should owe them, like, some kind of assistance, or
It'll
get
be
to know
fine.
them.
Just give them some time. I'll talk to them and we should be all right.
Okay, alright, cool. Were they also the ones that buried that person or recovered that body? I don't fully know what that situation was about.
He just kind of thinks for a moment. I can't give too many details on that. It's a difficult situation.
Right.
I think right now he kind of closes the diary. You have your own difficult situation to figure out.
Trust me, the diary is the least of my concerns, but it's fine. I thank you for helping me with this.
Yes, of course. I just wanted to give you that before the day ends and before curfew starts. So I am going to go back to work. And he gestures to his stack of papers and he looks at you and goes, "Will you be okay?"
I like nod. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm totally fine.
Okay, your eyes are less red.
Yeah. You bounce back.
Right. I have very little experience with that sort of thing. I'm assuming it is a relationship issue.
She kind of like goes to open her mouth again, and it's like, how do I tell him I saw my cat that from another world?
If it's a complicated situation, don't. I'm sorry. I don't mean to pry.
No, it's. I mean, it's understandable why you would have concern. It's not very It's. I guess you could say that Summer and I do have some issues. But that's not necessarily like the whole picture. It gets more it's work stress, you know?
Of course.
It's just
Yes, of course. I understand. And he kind of slowly turns back to his work. Well, I wish you a good night, Lady Phoebe. I will be here if you need me for anything else.
absolutely no worries. Hopefully I get to meet your friends. And if he's sitting down at his desk about to go back to work, I would like to awkwardly pat him on the shoulder and be like, thank you.
Yeah, he kind of you see him like tense a little. He goes, of course, anytime.
I walk out. I'm like, okay.
It's the most awkward goodbye you ever given.
I'm sorry, he's not giving me much to work with. He looks like he's about to pass out.
Oh, super! The man looks like he's about to pass out.
I hope he thinks about that.
But yeah, you end up back at your dorms. Adalia, Darian, you are all back in your dorms, back from class. Adalia, I would say that, have you been keeping that pen on you?
I absolutely have. I think I'm keeping it a little bit closer to me now that it's had a freak out. It's like in a pocket instead of just my bag.
That is totally fine. But yeah, all three of you kind of gather for dinner. Luckily, there are no fiancés to kind of barge in on y'all. But how are you all three feeling as you sit down awkwardly at the dinner table, all having something you experienced?
Guys, check this out! And then I do like the beep boop bop boop boop, and I turn myself invisible.
Yeah, you guys watch as Adalia immediately, or not Adalia, sorry. Phoebe goes, pop, gone.
Oh.
How?
Do you think she teleported?
I don't. This is a magical world we've been put into. She might have teleported.
I think she teleported.
Can I test something while they're talking?
Do you think she would notice if I stole her dinner?
Like all of it? Yeah, probably. Like a little bit,
something?
maybe not. Depends on like what you take.
What do you want to do, Phoebe?
As they're talking to each other, can I try and pick up one of their forks?
Yeah, I say you pick up Adalia's fork. Adalia, you see your fork floating.
I pick up
She's
some
stealing
food,
my dinner.
and I'm like, here comes the airplane.
You hear Phoebe's voice, here comes the airplane.
oh god, wait. Not teleportation. Not teleportation. You vanished.
I turn my the invisible off again. I'm like, yeah, I can turn invisible. I'm gonna stealth everywhere now.
I mean, that does sound convenient.
That does sound very convenient. Real quick, unrelated, not because of this, but just thinking more, can we have a rule of no invisibility in other people's areas? Or just in the dorm without warning?
Yeah, that's Othros' job.
I got no business in your dorm.
Excuse me?
I don't have any business in your dorm. I have no reason to be invisible.
Alright, I'm just
Okay,
I'm
let's
just
do no
saying.
invisibility in the dorm. You
No
can be
invisibility
invisible
in the
as much as
dorm.
you like outside.
Okay.
Thank you, I appreciate it. That's cool. How did you do that?
I had a hallucination. No, that was after.
Huh?
I don't know. It just sort of happened, and then I hallucinated and saw my cat from the human world, from our world, before we
Oh, you had a
died.
cat?
I had a cat named
Oh.
Granola.
Granola? Oh, that's
Granola.
adorable.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
will
he wasn't
never
real.
see granola again.
I would. I'm good. I'm good. Don't worry, I'm not gonna cry again.
That's big news.
Yeah, some
Yeah,
weird shit's really happening to us, guys.
I'll say.
You come to that conclusion now?
No, I just think it's, increasing. Like, it's not going away. It just keeps on happening.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
So how was your guys' day today?
Adalia, how was your day today?
No, how was your day today?
No, please, I insist.
No dodging.
Ladies first.
Fine. Fine, I'll go first, because you're being a coward.
That's not.
Fusen tried to set... Oh, no, you forfeited. It's my turn to talk. Thusen tried to set me on fire again today, but I set him on water, so we're even.
He does do that, doesn't he?
He does that a lot. He has invited me to go jogging with him. I don't want to go jogging, but I want to support him, you know?
I'll go jogging with you guys.
Would you... You know what? That might mean I get left behind a lot less.
I mean, yeah, if I can wake up in time.
That was my worry as well. Maybe we can wake each other up.
Okay. Sounds about right to me.
Perfect.
With your jogging, I assume that would be in the morning, then?
Oh, it would be in the super morning. It would be in the way too early
Oh.
morning.
Perfect, wonderful. Are either of you doing anything tomorrow at twilight?
That's a very specific time.
It is very specific time.
I don't think I have plans.
Yeah, I won't be doing anything.
Well, if I am late coming back to the dorm, please feel free, if you have the time, to look around in any ditches in the area.
Will you be in a ditch?
I don't know. I have a duel, apparently.
Who would challenge you to a duel? You're already a clown. There's nothing to fight for.
You'd think. You'd think, but you know that brother I apparently have?
The one that told you to go die?
Yeah, he seems to be like trying to speed
And
up the
also
process.
me? Oh.
He got very upset that I talked to someone who wants to hire me for tailoring. Very lovely woman. Lovely. Very kind. He's very upset that she's talking to me and that I'm still alive after being disowned.
Do you know which one of those things he was more upset about, or is it like a blanket upset?
I don't know. He was saying a lot, and it just kind of all turned into you know when people are yelling at you, and it's just like static.
No, I don't know that.
It all just melds together because they're just pissed about everything, and the next thing I know, he's just slapping me with a glove, and we had to work out what worked with our schedules with morning classes, and he has something going on tonight, so it had to wait till tomorrow.
What a nerd.
Right? Like, why would you even challenge someone to a duel if you're going to be busy? I don't think he thought it through.
It sounds like it was a spur of the moment decision.
But also, I don't fight. I don't know how to duel people. I can't even ask Thiessen because I'm gonna be busy tomorrow. I have to start working on a dress. So yeah, look for me in a ditch if I don't come home.
All right. We will we'll do our very level best to look in all of the ditches.
Just make sure nothing drags me into the woods.
We'll make sure I'll make sure to be near the woods at twilight tomorrow night to make sure nothing goes in there.
Pretty good idea.
There we go. Now we have a plan.
It's a plan. It's better than some of our other plans. I think we're getting better at the plans.
I think I should go sneak around at night with invisibility.
Oh no.
I feel like that's dangerous.
It's very dangerous.
No, it's fine.
But nobody can see me.
I don't know if that's good. I mean, it'll stop you from getting caught, but I don't know if that's going to help you.
No one's going to be able to come help you if you need it, because no one will know where you are.
Well, we'd know she's gone, but we also wouldn't know
We wouldn't know where.
she was.
I guess that's true. Yeah, I totally won't do it, no.
Not yet.
I smirk.
You and God smile.
It's between me and God.
Yeah, you and God. Hi, it's me, God. But yeah, you guys are having a delightful dinner, knowing that shit has thoroughly gone down. But I would say, as you guys begin to finish up dinner, Italia, you feel that pen shake again.
Oh, goodness. Excuse me, guys. I have to go, Yeah, she walks over to, like, her dorm room, where she barely goes anymore.
Yeah, you actually go
So
into
she
your
can
dorm.
write on the walls.
Are you gonna go for the wall?
Yeah, no, I'm writing on the wall again.
Okay.
Actually, no, I have a very convenient sketchbook, don't I?
I was about to say, but it's okay if you want to write on the wall first.
I'm gonna go for the sketchbook first.
Okay. Yeah. I would say, roll me a dex, another dex. See how fast is it
Yay.
moving, or if you can keep up with its ass.
Dex score.
Yes,
Roll.
indeed. I need your dex. 8.
That is an 8.
It's hard to keep up with it, but you manage. It moves very, very fast. And as you take the sketchbook, have you looked in the sketchbook before?
I haven't. I think I've been leaving it alone, especially because, like, I saw it in a memory, and I've just kind of, like,
Okay.
assumed I know what's in there.
Okay. Have I described what was in this sketchbook before?
Lots of different, like, self-portraits of Adalia with different kinds of facial features that I
Yes.
think she was trying out.
Yep. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. But yeah,
Yep.
it's the same thing. It seems like there's only been more of that. As this pen doesn't care, writes immediately on the book, goes, I didn't want to write on the wall. I don't like writing on the wall.
Oh, you have thoughts? Okay. Can you hear me?
It goes, yes.
All right. I'm sorry. I'll try to carry around more paper so you don't have to write on the wall. What was that?
Before you answers, it says, keep the sketchbook.
Oh, okay.
And then you said, what was that? It goes, help, with a smiley face.
Oh,
And then it draws a rose.
That's adorable. Wait, what?
It draws a little rose. Just help.
Why?
Rose. It's just like
Help.
an emoji.
Smiley face,
Yeah.
rose.
Smiley face, rose, sparkle, sparkle, heart. Like, you know, like how those like MLM huns will put a bunch of emotes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the pen is emoting, okay?
It's emoting. Alright, that's a very cute thing for a pen to do.
Yippee!
Well, hi, it's nice to meet you. I guess.
It draws a thumbs up.
Do you need anything else from me aside from the sketchbook?
It writes, "You need help with magic?"
I would like to learn magic, yes.
It goes, "I can help with magic, but tired now." And then, plop, falls over.
Alright, yeah, no worries about that. Just rest.
And that's all you get from your pen.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna sit back down at the table.
Yeah. Do you have your sketchbook, or did you just keep that?
I think
in the room?
I think I just have been holding on to it because the pen said to hold on to it.
Okay. Yeah. You guys are like finishing up dinner, and then out of nowhere, Adelia goes, "Oh, hold on a minute," and then just comes back holding a sketchbook. After like five minutes.
What, is everything okay?
Yeah, I forgot about the sketchbook. Also, my pen talks. Look how
Huh?
Adalia drew a lot of her face in here. I think she was trying to figure out what to do with it.
I sort of nod. I'm like, okay, and then immediately bop open up my laptop again, and then open up my conspiracy board, and then I'm just like writing like Adalia magic talking pen. Like, and then like haven't really connected it anywhere on the board yet, but like now I have like a new page
Yeah.
for my conspiracy board.
Yeah.
I don't know if this has anything to do with your board.
Well, do we not all have weird items that are attached to us that seem like they're sentient? I don't know if the laptop's sentient.
I was
but
about to ask, has your laptop been talking to you?
we can try. And I look over
Yeah,
to the
talk
laptop
to
and like,
it.
hey buddy, are you sentient? Can you understand me?
There's no response, buddy.
Okay. Now my laptop doesn't talk to me.
This may seem like an odd question. Adalia, does your pen, when it's this is the first time it's talked to you?
Yes, this is the first time it's spoken to me.
Does it seem...
No, spoken as a...
Does it seem malicious in any way?
It seems the opposite of malicious. And I like cover the pen as if it can hear me, and I go, I don't know if I trust it, but I think it's trying its best to help me.
Alright, just, if it does turn malicious, just keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I think it's like very overexcited a lot of the time. It wants to help me, but also it grabbed my hand and flung me around the training room like a rag doll this morning.
Oh.
Speaking of which, beep, 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 beep. It remembered.
Oh.
You promised it'd feed it. Feed.
Okay, my turn. Excuse me for a moment.
I like see Cam leave and I frown, a big frown. I'm like, I don't want to be here for this.
Darian goes into his room and just shuts the door for this one.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. It, once again, Kuchipachi front stare at you.
What, do you need more blood? You don't feed more than once a day, usually.
Let me test something. Roll me a... You know what? Roll me a D100 for me. I want to see.
Oh, Christ.
Yay!
Ooh, yummy!
Oh, no.
Okay. Interesting. How can I describe this? You see, the Kuchipachi get closer to the screen, almost as if it is stepping up to it. And it goes up against it, and you feel it shake a little bit. In the corners of the screen, you feel black ooze begin to drip out of it. And it looks like it is trying to push through the screen. And then you see, how can I describe this without it sounding too gross? You see almost something akin to a nail trying to slip in, like a human nail trying to slip out of the screen from under the cracks of the screen, and then it can't manage and stops. And it just goes back. It just goes beep, 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 beep. It is trying to get out.
Don't do that, please. Stay in there.
It again, the full front face staring at you with its two beady eyes. Just goes beep, 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 beep.
Oh. Okay, fine. I can feed you again today, but you need to stay in there.
It's staring at you.
Again, grabs a little sewing kit.
It'll prick.
It's gonna need
It's
a
gonna
bit
be more than that, buddy. Yeah. You do it. It takes it. And the last thing you see is this has not been a sprite you've seen before.
Oh no.
It is a glove that appears on the floor, and you watch as Kuchipachi looks at it and then eats the glove.
Darian just kind of sitting on the bedroom floor, like back against the door, just watches it for a moment. You don't need to be part of that. You don't need to worry about that.
It looks at you, and it nods its head like, yeah, I want to be a part of it. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
You don't have to bother with that. Cam was used to talking to this thing like it was actually, like, living life with her before, because that's just all the social interaction she had.
Okay.
But this is a new level. There's actual, like, nerves behind it now, as if she genuinely is worried this thing is going to affect whatever. It's like, it's a stupid thing, and he's mad. I don't know. Maybe I'll get beat up. Maybe I'll punch him and be done with it. You don't need to worry about that. I'm gonna be fine on my own.
It looks at you, and the screen goes blank for a moment. And then you see text crawl up. Usually it's text that goes, oh, your friend is here? Oh, your Tamagotchi's hungry. Usually a notification. But it has the words pop up, and it's not a notification. And it just goes, then Papa can deal with it for Mama. And that's it.
Huh?
It comes back and then just plays a little bit, is happy, and nothing else happens.
Cheery little music doing a little dance.
Yeah, it's doing a little dance.
Oh, I'm going to throw up. Darian stays in his room for, like, a bit longer than you guys would have expected. Like, Italia was in and out in a few minutes. Darian stays in there for a while. Darian, like, finally comes out, visibly, like, kind of pale and shaken. And, like, looks at you guys.
Come out.
What was that?
No, I was just gonna say, you probably come out right around when we're discussing, like, whether or not to check on you.
Probably. Do you think cigarettes exist in this universe?
Boy, do I wish I had the answer for you.
I never tried one before. I think it'd be pretty cool.
I think we gotta get you some THC.
God, I wish.
Yeah, this is a college campus. We could just go to the greenhouse and see what's going on.
That's a good point.
You guys are an apothecary. You guys should know this stuff.
That's true. I do think they would give us access to that kind of stuff. We could find out.
I'm about to get some tailoring money. I will pay you for whatever plants you can get to me.
What a
No,
wonderful proposal. I should do that.
No.
I should go out and get
Start
you
selling
some
drugs.
plants.
Camp, please. I don't think we should make him pay for this one. Look at him.
I'm not trying to make him pay, but I would absolutely test out my new invisibility and go steal you some plants so that we can make marijuana. I could totally do that. Do you know what a jeeb is, Cam?
A jeeb?
Yeah, I could make you a pretty solid jeeb too. It's a gravity bong.
Whatever will get me out of whatever's happening.
Yeah, we can do that. Absolutely.
I'll try
Darian,
it.
I don't know if weed is gonna get you out of a situation, I'll be honest.
Maybe your brother needs some. Maybe he just needs to chill the fuck it down. Like, calm down.
That would help.
You guys talk to him tomorrow in class and see if he'll... You guys know him. You have class with him.
That's a really good point. I should go to the greenhouse tonight and
Talk to him tomorrow and ask him to step down from the duel.
Oh, I was thinking if we could find weed, like the plants at the greenhouse, what if we baked it into his food? And so we'll get him too high to fight you tomorrow.
I don't know if that... I don't want to have to fight him. I don't think it's a good idea. I know I joked about being in a ditch. I don't think it's a good idea anymore.
That's why I think we should drug him.
I don't...
Why is everyone looking at me like that? Wait.
I'm normally against it, but this is starting to sound like... Darian, are you worried he's gonna hurt you or something?
Someone's going to get hurt.
Okay, that's
It's
not
a
a
duel.
good answer that I like to hear.
It's a duel. Someone is going to get hurt, and...
Darian, I'll be honest, I thought you guys were gonna have a slap fight.
I would prefer that. I don't know what he's going to do.
You know-
I don't know what I'm going to do, but I feel like at the end of it, someone's going to get hurt.
You know, Phoebe apparently used to murder people, so what if we
Huh?
kind of took a
She
page out
what?
of her book? And yeah, so, I have an idea. What if we do what Phoebe used to do, which was trick people into going into the forest? Because apparently Phoebe used to do that to people who would hit on her fiance, is tell them to go to the forest. And I don't know what happened to those students, but like, what if we could just do that to your brother and be like, oh yeah, we'll fight you in the woods, and then we just tell him to go check out the woods, and then that's that.
I like the drugging plan more.
That... Telling him to go to the woods will kill him.
Yeah, that's true. we probably shouldn't be doing that.
My concern is that someone could get hurt, and your idea is, well, they won't hurt him to kill him?
I mean, it takes him out of the picture. I'm just kidding. This is a joke. I do not want to stoop that low to Phoebe. It's really fucked up that she would do that. I can try and drug if I can find the plant.
If you guys can drug him and convince him to step down from the duel, maybe we can go the diplomatic route. You know,
Yeah.
Professor Jingles talks about it a lot. Sometimes a laugh can solve more problems than a strike.
I'll goof him up for you. Like, we can
Then
do that.
I can just get him to relax a bit, and I can talk to him, and I'm sure we can work it out. I mean, we're brothers, apparently.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, I think we
sure
do
that
it.
we have some common ground deep down.
We're just
You know-
gonna have to convince him to eat it somehow, because he doesn't. Look, we know him. We know of him. He does not like us.
No.
I've only talked to him for 5 minutes. I'm going to give you a bit of a secret I think that could work.
Okay.
Okay.
Just tell him that he won't do it.
Okay.
Oh.
Dare him.
Oh, is he your younger brother?
Yes. And he's short.
Yeah.
And he's sensitive about that fact, I've found.
Okay. No, you don't tell younger brothers that they're short, they'll explode.
Just say that I would be able to do it easily or something. I don't know. Maybe that'll work.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Absolutely.
We can figure that out.
So what is everyone doing for the rest of the night?
I don't have any plans.
I think I need to go to bed.
Okay. Bedtime.
Bedtime.
For Cam. What time is it in game?
It's pretty late. Curfew's about to start soon. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how long you want to run the game, Fresh. I would say I want Blair to fuck with those invisibility abilities, but I don't know if you want to end it here.
I think I can say that just like so here's my question. Are you actually going into the forest, or are you just like skirting around trying to test out your abilities?
Well, because Cam gave me an objective, is like, let's drug the guy. I would like to go check out the green room if I can like stealth my way using invisibility.
Just give me a general investigation check. I'll just do that.
Let's go. Okay.
And I don't know how well you know plants, so that's another thing.
Haha, I accidentally laced it with poison. Let's see. What is that modifier?
Investigation, intelligence. So plus, what is yours? It is a +0, +2.
Okay. Please be the broad. A
10.
10.
Honestly, even with your apothecary classes, you don't know plants as well as you think you do.
Oh my gosh.
If you brought a book, maybe you could find them easier, but off the top of your head, you're like, does this one have one leaf on the stem or 2? Is that the poison ivy thing? Oh shit. So you're having a hard time.
Do I even have an apothecary book?
I think you would. I think you could get one at the library.
Oh fuck. Okay. How much time I've already spent though?
I'd say a good amount, so chances are that'd be something you have to do on a different day.
Okay, well, I'm probably gonna dilly-dally my way back to class. Where is it on the map? Or that class, the dorms.
Yeah.
If I'm there at the greenhouse,
Yeah.
I would say I'm gonna take a little bit of a U-turn and go look at I'm not going in the woods, but I would like to go check out the headmaster's Taurus.
Okay. Give me a general perception check. See if you see anything.
Roll d20. I keep afraid of the perception modifier. Shit.
Perception is a wisdom, so it's a +1, +2, so it's a +3 all
Oh,
around.
nice. Okay. 15.
15. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I will say you do see one thing. And this is where we'll end it. You do see one thing as you kind of look through the forest, and it is actually fairly close to the dormitory. As you look through deeper within the forest, you just almost miss it. But the tall figure is easy to see. You see the High Court Fae that has been troubling Darian these past few weeks, months, ever since he came here. But he doesn't seem to notice you at all. And it's hard to read his expression through his veil, but the way his head is tilt up, you can tell. He is looking at your dorm. And
I can't read his expression. Oh, go ahead.
No. No, you can't read his expression at all.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
He's stalking
But I will say, as you notice him, I assume that you, unless you want to interact with him, which, God's advice, don't,
Okay.
Just God's advice. You could go against it, but that will not turn out well for you. But as you notice him, he does not seem to give you any sort of attention at all. This seems to be something very common for him, where he just does not seem to notice you at all. But you slowly kind of tread back to your dorm, knowing that the High Court Fae had been looking up into your dorm, not really sure what he is looking at, but you can take a guess. And with everything that has happened, you guys all begin to settle into your room. A few more nervous than others, a few hopeful, but overall, all of you still have questions. And as a new day comes, you guys all settle in for the night, waiting for that new day. And that is where we're going to end the session for the day.
Word.
Yay!
Yay!
How's everybody feeling?
Oh my gosh.
I'm having
So
a great
slow.
time.
Let me put on some happy music.
The joys of motherhood.
The joys of motherhood!
Can I share a little tidbit with the class
Go.
Yeah.
about how you asked me about this, Fresh?
Yeah.
So, we're talking about... talking about D&D stuff, and it was like, yeah, what type of combat styles do you want? What's this? What's that? Like, just normal shit. And then I got hit, like, 3 hours after we had talked about it. I get hit with, hey, one more weird question. I'm trying to think of how to word it without sounding absolutely insane.
Yeah, I did say it like that, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I mean, I'm sure it's not gonna be too weird, just go for it. And then I get hit with, if Darian had a child, would it call him mother or father? I go, huh? And I'm like, is this about the Tamagotchi? Because that will affect my answer.
So wait, what did the Tamagotchi say word for word again?
I think what I said,
That it wants that if Mama doesn't want help, Papa will help or something,
I wonder who Papa is.
or Papa will take care of it.
Yeah, that.
And I'm like, because I was like, well, if it's about the Tamagotchi, it will have known Cam first.
Yeah.
So, and it implicitly knows that Darian is Cam.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it just knows.
Yes.
It recognizes.
Hard slay.
That's kind of hot, dog. I'm not gonna lie.
So, we have decided, congratulations to Darian for being a he-him mother. He is mothering derogatory.
Mpreg real question mark?
Single mom
Oh,
who
no.
2 jobs. Loves her kid.
Literally.
Never stops. Gentle hands and the heart of a jester.
It's great.
Not
I'm
a
a
fucking
survivor.
I'm a
I ain't surviving shit. But you know
Barely
who else ain't
survived.
surviving? You know who else ain't surviving shit?
survivor.
Maddox!
Oh, poor Maddox.
Maddox gonna die. Like, no matter
Please
what
get
angle we're
him
gonna
high
be doing
enough to,
this,
like,
he's
back
dying.
down from the duel, please.
It's either like that elf man's gonna kill him, we're gonna put him in the woods, or I'm gonna accidentally lace his shit with opiates and he's gonna die.
I feel like overdosing might be the best option for him, unfortunately.
Like, if I couldn't find the plant, I was gonna use my drug on him and be like, oh, opiate.
I swear to God, you're going to get
I
him
feel
hyped
like-
up on meth and then
Yeah,
shove
I
him
feel
at
like
me
that's
for
the
a
worst
duel.
way to start a fight.
No, but
Freak
that's
him
so
up.
funny. That's so funny.
Well,
If you
no,
can,
like, he won't even start the fight because he'll tweak the fuck out and humiliate himself.
that or he's just gonna come at me with fucking crackhead strength.
He's gonna come at you like Grug from the Croods.
Oh god. Good session though, y'all. Good session.
Great session.
Yeah.
I love
So
my new bird friend.
I know it took how long? 7 sessions? But we're finally getting to y'all's core mechanics. Ain't that great?
Let's go. I'm finally building up chemistry with the archivist.
Let's
oh
go.
My gosh.
Let's go, girl. Oh my
We
god.
fucking won.
Everybody's getting their love interest. Isn't that great? Isn't that exciting? Looking at you, Edge. Isn't that exciting?
Oh, I don't know if that's how I want my. I need to redraw. You know that picture of Eminem throwing the hamster?
Yeah, is it gonna
Can
be
you
Otho?
redraw
Yeah,
throwing the oh my gosh. There
Watch
it is.
this
That's
in
my
the vlog.
combat mechanic.
letting him out like a
You
fucking
are like
Pokemon.
Papa.
You are like Papa.
What's that one 11 meme?
You are like
Papa
Papa.
lie.
Yeah,
Lie.
you
Papa lies.
you are like Papa. Oh, I love that. No, that's really funny. But yeah, I like that we get to end this off with the funny haha music, huh?
I love it. It's the
Yeah, the silly fun music. Nothing wrong happened
Yeah.
this session.
Obviously.
Oh,
no.
never.
Phoebe
Nothing
did
ever
not
happened.
murder people.
Phoebe,
No.
definitely nothing can be proven.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes a girl's just gotta vent in her diary and say weird shit.
Say
she's
weird
just a
cryptid
girl's
shit.
Girl.
Yeah, obviously. But yeah, that.
Natalia, how are you alive when you bullied the shit out of Phoebe?
God.
Oh, true.
Good question. Good question, huh? Good questions all around. You're not getting an answer anytime soon.
Okay. I understand.
You make it sound so sad. Oh man, Maddie, I must be fucking killing you.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I have a fucked up tendency of like jumping the gun and then guessing people's plots for like roleplay or D&D. So I'm trying to keep myself.
No, it's very
I'm
fun.
trying to keep my inside thoughts inside.
Oh
Don't
god.
worry, I did the same thing, and Fresh hates me for it.
I slap you around from last session. Yeah, I like the theories though. I won't lie, I love the theories. I love hearing the theories. I will not say whether they are correct or not. Tilly is also going to be a part of that, where she can hear theories. She just will not say shit.
Yo.
So, I gotta
Is the
grab
sand
two.
cursed?
Is the what?
Is the sand cursed? Maybe is that why the force is having problems?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, it's totally cursed sand.
Shut up! We're not letting.
This is the voice of someone who cursed the sand and is too embarrassed to say that we got it right.
Aw, man, that was the big plot twist, guys.
I want to kill the headmaster so bad.
You don't even know what they look like.
Oh, if he's a dope, it's so Jover.
It's
Never
so
mind.
stupid. It's so funny. But yeah, I think we should call it here. I'm going to end the recording. Everybody say bye to Tilly.
Bye, Tilly.
Bye, Tilly.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Alright, I'm stopping the recording now.